Hello. It's special edition tonight with Deadly Horizons. Sharon is not with us. She is spending some time in a potential psych ward, maybe, because she's trying to get the inside information on what's going on in there. So she's on special assignment.
Have
So
her come live at our house.
she'll be with us next time. And our two,
And
everybody knows. Go for it.
this is Scott and Jen from Sex, Love, and Serial Killers. And Jeff is nice enough to let me do a couple of things before we start rolling because, we got shit to do. You guys need to all come out and visit www.deathheadcollective.com. We sell murderabilia and, of course, killer art from people like Keith Jesperson, and several other killers. But my favorite right now, and Jeff, I think I sent you a picture of this guy's artwork. Is this Miguel uh, Castro Mendoza? Dude is amazing. I mean, just amazing. Some amazing art comes from our inmates. It's fucking bizarre as
If
shit.
you have three names, you're guaranteed amazing.
Yeah, dude. If I haven't sent you copies of this stuff yet, pictures of it, I
See,
will
oh yeah,
because
it's he
you.
did um painting of your logo look like almost like
Yeah.
airbrush.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
How
he
did
did.
they
He
get
did the one
airbrush
for
in
Death
there?
Head. They let him airbrush and all kinds of things over there at OSP, but you have to be on honor dorm to do it. Like when we're talking to the Happy Face killer Keith Jesperson, the ones for your listeners that don't know, Jen and I actually met through the serial killer Keith Jesperson, the Happy Face killer, and yeah, we go visit him and what have not. But they when you're on honor dorm, they really do. It's truly an honor dorm. They let you do a lot of stuff. Like, because, like for example, like Keith is very artistic and so is Miguel. So, with that said, um, they both get to paint, they both get to do their art. And Miguel's actually done giant murals throughout the prison at the prison's request. He's also done art pieces for people like Jelly Roll and some other artists that have performed
Wow.
at the prison. Yeah, some impressive stuff. Like if I was comparing him to musicians, because on my union card, I'm classified as a master musician. I would say that he is better than me if he was a musician. That is how good this dude is.
So word gets around. I'm like, how did Jelly Roll come about this guy? I wonder. Is he a pen
Um,
paler?
He visits
no,
that prison a lot.
Really?
and he performs there a lot. He's performed there like
Yeah.
2 or 3 times so far.
They get a lot of performers.
They
Does he
do.
have?
They really do. That's why I was talking with the guys about doing a prison tour,
Yeah.
um, coming up for this next year's. But we're trying to plan on to hit all the prisons, at least here on the West Coast. I don't want to, because you have to perform for free, which is that's fine. It doesn't
Yeah.
bother us. Um, but you know, uh, I think that it'd be good. I, Here's my thought behind it. When you're in prison, whether it's for a month or the rest of your life, dude, you're in freaking prison. Even no matter how well you have it, and on honor dorms out here, they get treated well, but still, you're in a prison. So any happiness that I can bring somebody, or we can bring somebody, honestly, that's to me, it's worth doing.
You need to record a prison album while you're there too.
That's like Johnny Cash, right?
Yeah, man, it'd be badass.
I was actually thinking about our next one, our next album, 'cause that'll be our third album uh, for my band Twisted Blue, doing a live album, and we might try to do it at a prison like OSP.
And you can get them to do like chanting in the background. That'd be cool. I don't know, some kind of get their voices on recording, give us some real strength to the songs.
I
Mm.
don't know. With my kind of luck, they'd be like, "Kill that hillbilly." I'm not a hillbilly. I live in
Okay,
civilization
well,
now.
you need the chicken wire between you and the stage. Like it's not a badass bar show or inmate show unless you got broken bottles being tossed at you.
There you
It'd be
go.
like Blues Brothers. We'll just sing the
Fuck
one
yeah.
song.
That's when you know
Rock.
you made it. That's your fans right there, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Got me all choked up, man.
Don't go. Don't choking. Uh, is it too soon for rooster jokes?
Never too soon for rooster jokes. But Jeff was
Yeah.
also nice enough to let me mention that we do have two singles out from the band Twisted Blue. One is dedicated to my bass player's best friend who passed away. We found that out right after the release of our last album, and the song is called Clayton. It's a very meaningful song. Then one that my bass player Matt brought to me called Look for Me, and he actually sings on that one. But the next one's the one I'm really excited about. In about 3 weeks, we're releasing the title cut from the album, which is called 100 Miles an Hour, and great guitar in it. And honestly, not toot my own horn, but I think it's one of the best songs that I've written. It's got a great drive to it. We close shows with it. People really enjoy it. And matter of fact, I've actually dragged Jen up on stage with me. We've got pictures of that. And she's like, I'm pretty sure, honey, you had a few drinks in you. I'm fairly sure.
It
Right now,
helps.
Jen's in our dining room, and I'm in our office. But yeah, she was having a good time, and I had to keep avoiding her with my guitar because she kept wanting to run into Lilith, my favorite guitar.
I was gonna sing for you.
She wasn't. Y'all don't want to hear her sing
No.
freaking ever.
Oh no, can't be that bad.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
No.
I love Jen. Okay,
Yes.
and she can do amazing things. Singing, not one of them.
Oh.
That's to each their own. I'm
It's
great.
like it's like two cats getting molested with a blender while in a dryer.
That was
Wow.
you.
And
I heard that the other night in the backyard.
that's
Those poor,
Jen.
I was like, those poor things.
That's Jen.
That's
I
because
would rather listen to that.
cats have spiky penises, thanks to his son telling me that. That's why they sound like so horrible having sex. They have spiky penises.
Oh
Did you
man,
know
coming
that?
to cat porn is like it's like such a horrible horror movie.
Oh my
That's the
God.
next
My
one. That's
my
gonna be the
my
next
son
one.
had me cracking up. This was a couple of years ago when I think he'd only been out of high school for like a year, and I'm on the phone with him and what have you, and we're actually talking about cats and kittens and things like that. And I can't remember what he said. Yeah, if I'm just sitting over here listening or watching kitty porn, but it sounded like, of course, kitty porn. I stopped. What the flying hell is? No,
Yeah, you
cats,
are.
cats, Dad, cats.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
that is better, but still not great.
Normal.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
Cat
not right,
porn.
dude.
That's
Hmm.
your people, dude.
Can
Yeah,
even entertain
that's
that. If they could I? No, no, I don't think
that's
so.
it's
There's
kind
granny porn. Okay,
it's kind of like being with somebody with Down syndrome, like Jen,
Shut
being
up.
retarded. You gotta look and you go, God, no, well,
I hate
Did
you.
no, I really can't.
Did you ask him? Are you really watching PBS? That's not kitty porn. That's just like wild adventure. What do they call it? It's just
It's what Wild Discovery right
Wild
there.
Discovery. It's not.
Jesus.
It's
No, I hate him because he also posted that photo of me today.
oh yeah.
Did you see that? How horrible.
I was gonna
Do it
post
a
on it, but I got
contest.
distracted and I forgot what I was gonna put.
You
Sorry.
you need to vote. And matter of fact, I
Yeah.
think everybody should get onto Sex, Love, and Serial Killers Facebook page and Instagram and vote. Because I posted a picture because Jen has what we call body image issues, and I think she is smoking for you guys. She has a rocking body. She walks 5, 6, 7 miles a day, on the treadmill, and of course the doors are open. It's freezing ass cold up here, so my nuts are freezing off. And she's in great shape. Me, not so much. I'm a badass. But we're talking about this. I'm doing a poll, so we're giving away a T-shirt, 2, 3, how many ever T-shirts I decide to give away, based on whoever comments on the post.
Are
And
they
that's
flavor of the
it.
month t-shirts?
Yeah.
I think
You're
it's fitting.
I'm gonna let whoever I pick is gonna get to pick their T-shirt out of our
Yeah.
catalog on the website.
Okay.
Yeah. And I said, you're going to feel really stupid when you realize either no one replies because you're wrong or you have a really ugly girlfriend.
I don't date. Look, honey, I've explained to you before. Okay, I'm a musician. I do not date ugly chicks. Okay, I date hot chicks.
I'm
And
the only one I've seen that's been hot. I'm just going to toot my horn there.
are you thinking? No, you want to know why? Because you're thinking of my former assistant, and that I
No,
agree with. But her and I never dated. So
no, I didn't think that.
So you looking at your past yearbook of girlfriends?
I should make a wall of ex-girlfriends. But unfortunately,
Ew.
Oh,
while we do have a good-sized house, it's not that big. I'd
Gross.
have to buy I'd have to buy 20 properties around me to do that wall, dude.
That's dirty. That's not even fun. That's not
You got to clean
even
that closet.
bragging.
When my wife and I were first dating, 13, 14 years ago, she found my girlfriend picture stash.
Oh
Oh
shit.
no.
You know, I mean, we were dating. I'm not getting rid of that shit until I'm for sure, you know.
Yeah.
It makes sense though. It makes sense, yeah.
And she goes, "What's this?" I'm like, "We'll talk about it in about 2 months, maybe. I'll see where we're at. For now, it's none of your business. You might be a
I
part
think
of it."
that's where you look at it and go, Ivy, in 2 months is your review. I can see it right here, okay? We'll
Got a
discuss
spot
this at
for
your
you.
2 month review.
Yeah, that
Mm-mm.
comes up once in a while when she's mad. She remembers it better than I do. I'm like, "You got that what, bro?" I'm like, "I don't know. There was 14 years ago. I can't remember 14 minutes ago, dude. I don't know." So
That's a guy thing. Like seriously, women
yeah,
will remember shit that you did 10 years ago.
yeah,
And also you did that. You were wearing a green shirt and it had this pocket on it, and this was the design, and you were wearing these sneakers and this colored jeans, and you were driving this car. I'm sitting there
yeah.
going, I can't even remember if I had 2 cups of coffee yesterday or what, or hell, even this morning. How the hell do you remember that? And here's the fucked up part. Seriously, if you go and check that shit out and you look at pictures, hold on, they'll pull up pictures like this was the day and this is where we were at. Go, I don't even fucking remember that place.
Oh yeah.
But they
Horrible.
do. Wind was
Remember.
blowing out of the southeast at 5 miles an hour. I mean, they remember everything.
Ooh, and she doesn't listen to the show, luckily, so I could. But one funny thing, I don't think she'd mind me sharing, but at the very beginning, when we moved into with each other, she kept a log of her cycles, which I get that part. But there was also she'd have like a heart or a half heart for our days of intimacy.
Mhm.
You know, I think BJ was a half heart, or handy or something. A full heart would have been full intercourse. And she goes, "It's been 2 weeks." I'm like, "How do you know?" "I got my chart." I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
fuck that
Jesus
chart. I'm gonna
Christ.
burn that shit, man."
God damn it, Jeff. Now you gave her ideas.
I keep track of mine on my phone.
Yeah, it's on the see, they keep record of this, man.
Oh, she does.
And I'm
And
like,
I know when I've been too busy because she'll
yeah.
sit there, honey, it has been 4 days. And I'm
No,
sitting there going,
it's been
huh?
7 hours.
Oh, see, she can sing all right. She got
No,
your song.
please don't get her going. But yeah, she always, it's been 7 hours and 15 days. Honey, it's been like a day. It's been like 100 years.
Yeah. You come
Yeah.
back, but I wasn't even home Thursday. What's this half heart thing going on? What the
Right.
fuck? That
I'd
was
be a little
myself.
concerned. Oh,
That's
So
self-pleasure.
you mark down when you jerk yourself off.
Yeah.
She does
Why
have
not?
an impressive. She has an impressive toy closet. I mean, it's it beats my studio. I tell you, man. I'm serious. I'm walking in there, go, holy shit! You got
Whatever. That's
some room.
yours.
She has a wow, nice closet.
I'm intimidated by some of the things that she has.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We might have a guest tonight, but I think he's still sleeping the sleep of the undead. It's
Oh,
Halloween season.
Yeah.
I hope he calls, but he might be, stalking his prey, getting his dinner.
Get
So
it.
I don't know.
she gave me a brief synopsis of kind of what this dude is about. I'm interested to kind of get the chit chat with this dude too,
Yes,
and ask some questions because this is a very, very bizarre case.
it is. And when I talk with him, it's always out of respect, of course. We kid, we joke of what we do. But when he talks to me, I'm like, okay, I'm diving in, and I will live the lore with you because this is great. And you don't live next door to me, so I'm not worried about you coming over and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Joshua Rudiger, if I remember the name correctly, because he goes by Caesar. That's how I know him. That is
Oh, okay.
his spirit that is living in his body, I believe. So he goes by Caesar.
And isn't the spirit like 3,000 years old or
Something
something
like
like that?
3,000 years old, right?
Right.
Uh, Great stories. Yeah, I mean, when someone tells you that, you're like, okay, all right. He's
Right.
he's in Vacaville. He used to be in Mule Creek. So these are
Oh.
Oh,
uh
whatever knows Tina.
I don't know. I said her name and no response, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, damn. But here's the bizarre thing. We all laugh about him saying that he has a spirit in him, blah, blah, blah. But
Right.
there is a lot of people out there that we've talked to that are incarcerated, like Dennis Rader. Jen and I've talked to the BTK killer and what have not. And Dennis has had demons in his life since he was a child. So my whole thing is, and I'm not saying if they're right or wrong,
Right.
but there might be some validity to what they're saying.
Yeah.
I believe that there's ghosts out there, just because of the nature of a collection of what Jen and I collect for our own
I say
personal.
out there, it's right in your next room.
Actually, yeah, very much. On the other side of the wall of this
Yes.
computer right here is our haunted room where we have legitimate haunted items, and we actually have one haunted item that is so dangerous that it's sealed, and she's not coming out until I can build a case for her that she can't escape because she will kill people.
She's in the
Um,
closet.
Ooh.
huh?
She's in the closet.
Is that the demon? The
Yeah,
one?
no, the demon is fully encased. He's not getting out. We're talking the marionette. That's the one that
Yeah.
had Jen and I
Yeah.
really, yeah, because I realize your listeners not listening to us. Jen and I don't argue and we don't fight, because we discuss everything. We're very not combative people, especially with each other. And so for something to add a catalyst or make us be at each other's throats is unheard of. And this all started when we I have the ability to see spirits. And so she drags me to every antique mall on God's green earth. From
Because we
here,
have fun. That's not why.
because from here to Florida to bumfuck Egypt, she drags me there, which is fine. So I found this marionette, and I knew that it was haunted. Didn't know how deep. And this is one of the only ghosts ever to pull one over on me.
Mhm.
Wow.
So we get her, right? We get her. We're living in town at the time, down in Vancouver, which is about an hour from where we live now. And she's displayed in our living room, like the rest of our ghosts, because my home is usually very free range to our spirits most of the time. Currently, we only have two that are allowed to roam this house, though. And we'll talk. We have three. Who's the other one?
He's this shadow man.
Oh, I keep forgetting about fucking dental tool guy because he never talks to me. But the three that roam the house, very inert. They don't bother anything. But we'll talk about them in a minute. So we get the marionette, we set her up, and about 2 weeks goes by. And Jen and I were in our bedroom, which is on the other side of our old living room, and we're laying in bed, we're not ready to go to bed. We're just kind of chit-chatting, and I'm facing with my head towards the end of the bed. And out of nowhere, we hear this, as clear as this, by the way, we hear, I love you. And we both stop and look at each other. The fuck? So I saw her, and she's not a very old, she's a kind of a little girl. And oh, okay, I see where you are. This is cool. That's fine. It's fine. And she knows the rules. You can roam my house. We just don't. We don't. We're not shit starters like all the other ghosts. Don't be a shit starter.
Right.
So all of a sudden, Jen and I start picking on each other over the smallest thing, and it's getting bad. It's getting bad, bad. Like she's ready to pack up and head back to Florida. I'm ready to fucking kick her ass, and I don't hit women. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm gonna
Right.
back in this fucking bitch. That's what the fuck I'm in. I'm just pissed.
Wow.
And we're in the middle of an argument, and to this day, I cannot tell you what it was about because neither one of us remember. I go, we need to go to the store. Let's go. So we walk out. We get into my truck, and all of a sudden, it's like nothing ever happened. Everything's fine. We're both not upset. And then I put two and two together. I went, you know, this all started when we brought this little twat into our house.
Mm. Yeah.
So she's
Shit starter.
encased. Yep. She's encased in a lot of salt and not even in our house. She is in, unless you move the box in here, she's in our garage.
Yeah.
Oh, so I
Um,
don't know if I've ever seen this one. I know you have. It looks like a burnt doll in a dome
Oh
on
yeah,
top
yep,
of
no,
a
that's
top
not
that's
shelf.
her.
that's not her. I have a picture, and so does Jen. We'll shoot that over to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
nice.
she is a shit starter, dude. Her thing is if people weren't as well put together as Jen and I are, and I'm not saying that we're perfect by any means,
Right.
but if they have violent tendencies and get a hold of her, they're gonna kill somebody. They're gonna kill their partner. They're gonna kill their kids. They're gonna kill themselves. She
Yikes.
is violent.
That's not good.
No, no, no.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
But then,
So
but
you
then
guys
we
are gonna
have
be
two.
Ed and Lorraine. They're gonna start a museum, and they're gonna go on tour and help
I'm
people
in.
exercise their homes.
Yeah.
So we have two that roam the house that I talk to all the time. One of them is I love this guy. His name is Peter. He's attached to a cookie jar. He has a very specific smell though: star anise, vanilla,
I love that
and
smell.
black tea. Yeah, it's a
Nice.
wonderful smell, and he's happy because that's what we fill his cookie jar in. That's what he's connected to. He only speaks German. He's a German national. Fantastic. Don't have a problem with him at all. Peter's great. And then there's one that Jen brought. And she's a little girl. She's about 12, 13 years old, and her name is Sarah. Sarah, not a problem at all. She actually got the rules so Jen dropped her off at my house on one of her trips before she moved out here. And now my lips are all dry. It hurts when
Which
I
ones?
I was gonna say it hurts when I walk.
It's when your lips hurt when you walk.
Girl, it's my pussy, not yours.
Oh,
Mm.
damn
But
taco salads.
Oh my God.
that's what I call my boyfriend Glenn. He's my taco salad in love.
There's my again for my wife. She doesn't listen, but I don't think she'll care. And she, poor girl, last night she's in the kitchen. She's like doing this like I thought she was doing like a football dance. She's like doing it like a huddle thing. I'm like, you okay? She goes, yeah. The pad, it's on the lips, and it like feels like it's tearing the tape. And then
Oh,
later on
Jesus
in bed, she
Christ.
sends me a Instagram thing of the same thing. She goes, see, it's a real deal. I'm like, I believe you. I mean, try having balls. I wouldn't mind having those fuckers cut off, honestly. You know?
Oh man, yeah, when you're sitting and they slide over and they pinch, oh fuck
Yeah.
sakes.
You're driving and there's nowhere you can't really pull over and they start gets worse. It's like a twist thing down there. Like, what the fucking shit?
Yep. And if you
Yeah.
do jump out of your car and do it, every time you'll have a cop. Woo! Sir, we need to talk. And if it's a woman cop, you're fucked. A guy
Oh,
cop will understand. Dude, nuts for pinching. Dude, I get it. It's cool. Just, go to the other side of the car. A woman's going to be like, you did what? Taser him.
Because they still don't get, there's little sprinkles on the toilet. It happens. Make sure you wipe it. But she goes, why can't you guys control that thing? Because sometimes the string goes like this. Sometimes there's three. It's not as simple. She goes, you think you got a hose? It's a simple ping in the toilet. No, it's not. Skin pinches.
that
See,
poor thing is surrounded by boys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I am a well-trained monkey because I left the toilet seat, I put it back down because I don't want her to kill me.
Right.
So Sarah, when Jen dropped her off, she's about 12, 13 years old. She liked to play games, and she still does. And she did this at Jen's house too. The first night that they got her, Jen hears Sarah calling, like, what was it? Hello, hello,
Like,
something like that.
hey, hello, like down the hallway.
That's
And I was like, oi.
awesome.
I put earplugs in
I
and
love that.
Walker woke up the next day. He's like, yeah, because he
Yeah.
sleeps on his side. He's like, someone just kept patting, it felt like someone was patting my butt cheeks all night. I was like, stop it. This is what
I
happened to
love that.
me.
My only
And
rule is don't wake me up because I'm going to start swinging and hit my wife by accident.
That's about what I told Sarah because she wanted to play all night long. And, I get up at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I sat her down. The best way to put it. And I said, look, it's cool. I'll play with you. I'll talk to you. We're good.
Yeah.
But when I'm asleep, you need to leave me alone. You need to let me rest because I get up super early. And she's been great ever since. The only thing she does that creeps me out, and keep in mind, it's not an inappropriate thing, but like she'll be standing there and watching me get out of the shower naked. Now, this is a ghost, and it creeps me out just because of her age. If she was an adult
Right.
ghost, then I'd be like, hey, what's up? Look, I'm just gonna wipe my balls off here and then go get dressed, okay? But it's a little girl, and
Yeah.
I've got a daughter, and I
hear
start
you.
thinking, it's a little girl.
No. It's not kosher.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not cool, man. So
Yeah.
I've had to kind of, I can't, I keep reminding her of that too. Hey, that's kind of the rule. You need to go somewhere else
Yeah.
while I'm in the shower and getting out of the shower. But she's, I mean, those two are fantastic. We have, we have several of them here, though. I think that we probably have upwards of over 10 and under 20 so far. And then she's dragging me out next weekend to uh, go shopping, or the weekend after, because before I forget, the 25th show, honey, is getting moved to November. She got a hold of me. She
Oh,
said,
really? So
yeah.
I can
So
do my birthday weekend?
yeah, if I don't tell her now, guys, I will fucking forget because
Yes.
I I've done way too many drugs in my life.
Did
I
you
make
tell the
things.
guys?
No, I have been sober for over 23 years, and everything that the tour doctors tell you when you're on tour, like, dude, you got to quit doing that many drugs because it's going to mess with your mind when you get older and you think that they're full of shit. Here's a little tip for you guys. Those doctors, they really know what they're talking about because my memory is shit.
Well, I forgot about that already. No.
But I'm
Just
always going to remember you, Bob. Always.
always put Bob because you're my Bob and Weave happy. Quick side note. I mean, because I want to go back to your ghost story because Jen and I were having fun with that the other day. So pause on that for a second. Um, the Ed Gein Monster series.
Yeah.
I hate that stupid thing. I was this years old today when I found out. So the guy playing Richard Speck is the fucking dude from Hocus Pocus with the blonde hair. Was friends with
Get
No.
Ice.
the fuck
Yes,
out.
the guy with the tits is
He
the
did
fucking
good as
guy in
Richard
Really?
Hocus
Speck.
Pocus.
He did
That had
good
the
as Richard Speck, man.
yeah, that had the long blonde hair. I
Yeah.
thought those are real boobs.
Yeah, so did I, man. That's good prosthetics, dude.
I'm not ready to admit it when he was getting cornholed. If I blurred, I squinted. I'm like, that's kind of hot if you squint. So
I was rooting it on. I'm all, that's right. Get him,
I,
give it to him.
for the record, I fucking loved that Ed Gein. I don't give a shit if it was not accurate. I loved Psycho. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I love um, Silence of the Lambs, and how
Yeah.
they
Very
intertwine
good
all that,
shows.
and just their mimicking the scenes was fucking spot on. It was a great story. Yes, I mean he didn't really have that girlfriend. She kind of claimed afterwards they had some kind of relation after he died for
Right.
fame and shit. But it was so well fucking done.
I
I liked it
guess
even more
his
than Dahmer.
voice really got on my nerves,
The voice
but
sucked.
yeah,
Yes,
but
plain and
yeah,
I
simple.
didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty okay,
it's a story.
while it wasn't exactly factual, I enjoyed it.
Right.
My whole thing is that everybody wants to paint Ed Gein as a serial killer, and he wasn't a serial killer. He's a serial grave robber and digging up bodies to make furniture. Kind of gross. You should just don't be doing that. And it's disrespectful to the body, especially if a spirit is connected to something that he or she's buried with, like a ring or a necklace or a piece of jewelry, piece of clothing, because that's how you get ghosts. Yeah, you get their energies connected to shit. Um, you know, it's pretty gross to do that, but not a serial killer. Plus, think of all the mommy issues this dude had. I mean, you got a
Right.
mom who's drilling that shit in your head, and it's just, God, his mom was just a piece of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. I
Yeah,
really did.
Yeah.
Like between his mother and his raising and his mental illness, I just, yeah.
It's there was doing it's cookie cutter what creates a serial killer, mommy issues, which ties into cross dressing perhaps. I felt that I
Yeah.
don't know about you guys, but the last two episodes were kind of a nod to folks like ourselves, collectors and real
oh
true
yeah,
crimers, because it was kind of getting into the pen paling, the letter
Yeah.
writing.
yes.
It had some what's that show?
Hunters.
Mind Hunters was in there,
Yeah.
and I thought it was all great nods. So I think if you follow this, how could you not like it? Honestly,
Yeah.
at least a
Yeah,
little bit.
I
yeah,
mean,
it was.
they brought in a lot of other mentally ill killers,
Yeah.
Richard Speck and the shoe guy, and they all had
Yeah, we just
mental
featured Gary
illnesses.
Brudos, as a matter of fact. We just featured Brudos, and I brought this
Right.
up on one of those two episodes. Is that 99% of all the killers that we talked to and have featured, about 99% of them have had. The formula goes like this. Now everybody says, look at the McDonald triad. Piss in the bed, hurting animals, starting fires. That's fine. Okay, it's a good kind of standard in a way, but look at the broader picture. 99% of them, there is a bad parent involved. There's
Real bad.
an alcoholic dad that is
Yeah.
abusive, or in Jerry Brutos's case, a mom who said, I hate you. I wanted a girl, and here you are a boy.
Yeah.
And starting down with that negative reinforcement down that path, so you latch onto the first thing that comes to your mind as you're hitting like puberty, which is the friends of the family whose daughter was sleeping in his bed taking a nap because she wasn't feeling really well, and trying to get her shoes off. And all of a sudden, that's your thing. And pretty soon, you're literally you're stealing shoes and lingerie. You're literally jerking off in shoes because that's your deal. Nothing wrong with that, okay? Your fetish is
Very
your
normal.
fetish. Yeah.
It's very normal. It's we have to admit, as a young person, socks were definitely
Yes.
I will admit for the show that a while ago it was my wife's underwear. And she goes,
No.
"Why that?"
Totes.
Well, because I needed something and it was close by, and I wouldn't really call it a fetish. I mean, it was kind of cool, but it wasn't like purposeful. It was just kind of there,
Okay, I gotta tell you, and I'm right there with you. Jen's underwear after she's worn them, because no, here's why. Hear me out. I have very sensitive olfactory senses. Okay,
Mhm.
very very sensitive. I can smell minute details in different people. Um, I love her natural scent. It smells fucking wonderful. It's her. It's familiar, and it's comforting, and it's erotic to me because it's her.
Right.
And like seriously, it's gonna sound gross, but I would hang her underwear if they were sweated in as an air freshener in my truck.
Normal.
You're laughing.
It is
That's because
normal, and that's
I like
love
your
too,
natural scent. Yeah,
because
because it's her. Oh,
if
there's
there's
my
a
dumbass dog.
if there's a Sasquatch type person around and they slingshotted their shit at you, it wouldn't be the same. You'd be all,
No,
no
no,
skid
I
marks.
agree. Yeah, no. If it was any other chick, like literally, my celebrity crush is Drew Barrymore, and if she slung her underwear at me, I'd still be hesitant. I'd be like, maybe.
Oh, so I
Okay.
used to because you said Drew Barrymore. I'm more of a maybe 20s and 30s Drew Barrymore. How she is now, I'm like,
Definitely.
meh, she's okay.
Oh yeah, and in Charlie's Angels,
Yeah.
that is like a porn to me. When I watch her in that, I'm like, that's
Even
it, baby. Yeah.
Wayne's World too, when she's doing that Swedish accent and she had that kind of mesh top thing going
Oh,
on when she was the desk attendant at the record label or whatever it was, or radio station.
yeah.
Yeah, Drew
Yeah, that
Barrymore.
was pretty damn good. But yeah, I just everything about Jen, because like I said, because Jen and I share such a close bond and such a great, seriously, the best relationship that I've ever had in my entire fucking life. And I've had a lot of relationships. I mean, I've been married 4.5 times. The half being the midget that I married.
Oh,
So that only counts as half a person.
half a
Um,
marriage.
yeah, half a marriage. And Jen's the best relationship that I've ever had because, and I've said this about a bajillion times. Every guy always says, "Well, I want a woman who will treat me like a king," and you know what? That's a good goal to have, but I get treated like a god.
Whoa.
That is exactly how Jen treats me. She treats me like I am the top of all gods. And I didn't ask her to do that. I don't demand anything. This is just something that she does because she loves me, and I try to reciprocate that by doing, stuff for her.
Does she have an
It's
Aztec temple where there's like sacrifices that occur, or like
look,
on winter
whatever
solstice?
happens, whatever happens on our property in the forest behind it,
Yeah.
that's between us, okay? Hey,
Okay.
you covered that up with the weeds, right? And
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're
brush.
good.
But
Good deal, honey. Making sure that we're still safe.
on November 3rd, that's when the sun aligns with the temple, and you can see the snake coming down the side of the stairways, and then that's when the
Right.
corn is good.
Oh my
So
God.
if you're a virgin that wants to be sacrificed, you can send that to
Ma'am,
www.sacrificeme.com.
Surprised that's not
what
a
did
thing.
I miss?
These kids are some crazy shit. I'm surprised, sacrificial lambs is not a thing. Or
No.
I'm pretty sure that there are some small cults that still do animal sacrifices, but I think that kind of died out after the satanic panic in the 80s. Because
there's a
now,
Iron Maiden
now
story that Caesar needs to tell us if he calls. I got my doubts, but
Oh.
okay.
too bad we can't call him and wake his ass up. Go, dude, wake the fuck up.
The devil.
Seriously, remove the garlic that they might have around.
Right.
No wooden stakes. It's safe. Like you said, we joke, but there could be some type of supernatural
It
occurrence
really
there. I
could.
believe it.
Yeah.
They all can't be wrong and they all can't be psychopathic.
Right.
While we want to look at a lot of people with mental disorders that are schizophrenic that have these hallucinations, you got to ask yourself, what's the likelihood that 100% of the people who say, I've got demons, or there is something possessing me that forces me to do this, what are the chances that 100% of the time that they're crazy? Fairly low. I'm not saying it's fairly high either. You got a gnat floating around here. I thought you had your little gnat traps set up.
They are.
We got gnats too. It's fucking gnat season.
What is that about? I hate them.
It's just that season.
I've made a bath for them to die in.
She calls it her Nazi death camp.
I do not.
I swear to God, if I'm lying, may I be struck in the dick by lightning. This is what she says. She goes, I feel like a Nazi, kind of like Hitler. I'm all, oh, do tell. Since one of our friends, our very mutual friend Lee, is Jewish. I'm all, do tell, Mini Hitler. She goes, I created little baths for these gnats. And look, some of them have drowned. I'm all, okay, look. And it's on top of the oven, on top of that. I'm like, that's pretty messed up there, Mini Hitler.
Just be concerned if she puts on like a butcher's out little what do you call those? Oh man, brain.
Oh, the aprons?
Just an apron. And she's got little scalpel and she's like doing little she's sewing the gnats together. They're twin gnats and having experiments.
She found a tiny lampshade soon.
Making tiny lampshades like Ilsa.
I came home one day and she said, hello, Mr. Scott. So I remember back in Auschwitz, we were doing this to the Jews. That's not nice, son. And now we have the gnats. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to be in the studio for a little bit. I got to work, honey. I'm not close the doors. I just lock them because, you're in a Nazis coming now. Go, open up, Scotty. Don't you have some Jewish in you? I'm like, no, I'm Greek. I'm Greek and Swiss, dude. So, oh, no, that sounds pretty Jewish to me. Wait a minute. Greeks have kind of brown skin, don't they? Your brother's pretty tan, and I'm. So I think that you need to come and join me over here at the ovens. We will all be clean. Don't you get cold? We will get you warm. I'm all, I'm in here.
No.
Crazy role play going there. Bust out the socks, man. It's gonna be or the pumps. I'm still getting that visualization of him feeling like maybe when I was 18, like he's filling it up to the as far, obviously the pump rises up. I'm like, how long does this take? It's not like coagulating and come on.
At the times.
Yeah, it's over time.
He's a
and the lingerie. Well, and the lingerie, dude, he went from stealing it to wearing it while he's raping to wearing it while he's killing. And then making his victims, forcing them to dress up, and when they wouldn't, he would dress their dead bodies in this different lingerie and different shoes and things like that while he's still wearing his pumps and lingerie. Yeah. Frederick, the ones that he stole, man. Like he has a little Fredericks of Hollywood going on.
I'm too afraid to go in those kind of stores. I feel like a creeper just looking at it.
But not me. I love going into porn stores. I talk to people.
That is a creeper.
Porn stores, yeah.
No, the poor male girl today, come over for dinner anytime you want. I'm like, you're so weird.
I didn't say it like that. We were having a good conversation. Hey, man, if you ever want
to. You don't hear it like that.
It wasn't like I was humping her leg or
Gotta be
anything.
careful. We've made friends that were overly sexualized, and I respect it, but shit got weird. Like when someone has that
Fair
much
enough.
interest in sex and they invite you over, say no. Really,
No,
unless that's your thing.
nope.
I wasn't even talking to her about sex. We were
No,
talking about
no,
we're talking about GTL
yeah.
because Jen and I got banned from GTL all across America. Um, leave it to me, right?
Kind of did you a favor in a way.
A little bit.
Been very
A little
stress
bit.
free for me.
So
I
much
got to
free
limit my
time.
fucking list.
Count your nickels.
Yep. I gotta get in touch with James though.
Yeah.
He's
No,
on my
good
list to
morning, good
re-add to
night from
mine.
Tina.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised she reached back out to me and said, "Hey, I'd like to send Jen this message, and I'm sorry, I was just feeling hurt." It's like, oh, Tina's back. Okay, well, I've been blocked and unblocked and blocked and unblocked like 12 times, but okay, let's try this again.
The
That's some
Tina's back in
hormones.
town. The Tina's back.
Oh, that's some shitty
Tina's a trip.
situation.
It is. I can understand Ohio banning us because we did have three of their death row. But see, this all started though because we addressed the problem that happens on death row in Ohio, which is they really do treat the people in there with mental issues like shit, like literally like crap. And so we brought that to the surface and we had a discussion with it with Lee. And it was right after that episode that all of a sudden I'm responding to one of Lee's messages and it says, "Error, user has a suspended account." I'm like, huh?
That's
What did
crazy.
Lee do? I don't know what he did, but everything's fine. So I called Telemate and they said, "Yeah, you're suspended until 2030." I'm all, "You do know it's 2025, right? I mean, that's like 5 years." "Yeah, you're suspended." I'm like,
Let me
Christ.
talk to your supervisor.
It's hard to because here's what I get. "Thank you for calling Telemate. My name is Mary. How can I help you?" And the first thing I think is your
Oh,
name is not
I
Mary,
see.
okay? I know it. And there was an
Yeah.
English barrier going on there, and I don't know. It could be Indian, it could be Pakistani. I don't know. I speak seven languages. Those are not one of them.
Okay.
Hmm.
There's no reasoning with that. It's all script, and they can just shut
Yeah,
down
pretty
and
much.
yeah.
Yeah, there was no resolving. Fuck all with them.
How do you think that they got wind of it? I mean, the calls are recorded. I mean, do they actually listen to every single call? Did somebody rat him out that is aware that he was doing podcasts?
I think that somebody ratted them out and said, "Hey, they're talking about the prison that you work at, and they're talking about how you guys treat people with mental conditions." And that's when everything went to shit.
And they said, "Hold my commissary beer.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're gonna tackle this shit head on." And you
Yeah.
wonder that. So it sounds like California is switching over to Securus, different
Yep.
apps. I've heard that some people
Yeah,
like New
Cal.
York, maybe Virginia has had it. I don't know. Do you think Ohio's going to get Securus too?
Not anytime soon. I
Right.
think them and I know that South Carolina, where Todd Colep is, they're not going to get it anytime soon because they just switched over to GTL. But they that so for those of you that don't know it out there, Telemate owns several inmate communication companies. One of them being Connect Network. They have Getting Out, a couple of different ones. And so with that said, they went from Connect Network to Getting Out, same company, different part of the company. So they're not going to be switching to Securus, I don't think anytime soon. If they did, that'd be freaking awesome because then I don't have to add anybody on my Securus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to add anybody from GTL to Securus. I'd be like, I wouldn't
As,
have to worry. But
as a
cool, you're there.
hypothetical, would that wipe out the issue? Unless they like,
Yep.
you would think,
Unless
unless the phone numbers are still blocked somehow.
I
No.
don't, I don't think that the prison systems, especially on the East Coast, are organized enough. Just from what I've seen, to say, "Hey, these numbers are blocked on this app. So when we switch over to this app over here, they have to be suspended."
I don't really see how you guys got suspended with they have no effort even to do it in the first place. Like someone was fucking bored or overtime or something. There's a button up.
Right.
You're blocked, son.
Yeah.
Man, see
Well,
you talking to Ohio people.
well, here's the thing is I researched it. I researched if they can legally do it. And in their bylaws, and it's buried deep in their rules. And I mean, I had to search. I had to freaking search. It says that all media has to be approved by the warden. And there's a lot of hoops to jump through. You got to fill out all this stuff. But it's buried. It's you would think that if they were that concerned about any podcast or any media, it would be on the surface, like at OSP. It's on the surface at Oregon State Penitentiary. They say, hey, no media is allowed in here, period. You know, and then they do make some exceptions, like us having inmates from OSP on the show. Hey, it's a podcast. They're not doing anything. They're not causing hate and discontent. You know, they're in honor dorm or whatever. Cool, no problem. California, fantastic. And I hate to say anything nice about California because I'm not a huge fan of California. But I got to tell you, man, the West Coast does prisons right. The East Coast, that's Southern justice. And I say this as a Southerner. The Southern justice is fucking stupid. You know,
Old
and
school.
it is. Because and here's the difference for your listeners, because our listeners have heard me bitch about this all the time. On the West Coast, for California, Oregon, Washington, they give their inmates everything, but they have to earn it. So once you're on honor dorm, when we were talking about Jesperson and Mendoza, they get a lot of free range. A lot. They still have to follow the rules. There's still rules. They have to follow the rules. And Keith Jesperson put it best to me the first time that I met him, my very first visit. He goes, Scott, what keeps me from coming across this table and killing you? I said, I got that figured out. Number one, I'm not part of your victim pool. Number two, there's guards over there. He says, nope. Oh, do tell, fucker. He goes, right behind this wall, right behind my back, there's a little putt-putt golf course that I like to play at. In my cell, I have a TV. I eat well. They let me have free reign. I get to paint. I get to draw. You know, my life here isn't horrible. Now, if I cross the line and I do anything to mess up, they start taking all that away from me. That's what keeps me in line. And California does something, and I just found out Washington does this too, is conjugal visits. It's called private family time visits if the inmate qualifies. Now, as a guy, you know that we are controlled by our penis. We are. We think with our dicks kind of a lot. So imagine this. You're in prison, okay? And a guy comes up.
Sometimes. Sorry. Yeah.
a
Anyway,
guy comes up to you and he wants to fight with you, okay? Because he's just an asshole. And Neil's the one who told me about this. You can drop this on him going, hey, look, next week, I got a family visit. And all of a sudden, shit goes away. They're like, you know what? I get it, man, because you're going to get a little some. And if you have a family visit, your choices are kick this guy's ass and be a dick, or get a little some from the old lady when she shows up.
right.
Which one are you going to choose? Now, all you've seen is a sausage party for the last month. Okay? All you're seeing is peckers and buttholes.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you'd be pretty motivated to walk the line. I know I would. I know I would.
Yeah.
Like, serious, a guy could come and piss on my leg at that point. I'd be like, just going to be that day. I'm going to go shower. I'm got a family day next week.
Works for a 5-year-old, works for an inmate. It does.
Yeah. But yeah, now to the flip side of that, let's talk about Florida, Georgia, the whole East Coast as far as Southern justice. Literally, they treat them like crap. They don't give them a whole hell of a lot. So the question is, what do you take away from somebody that has nothing? Like Todd Kola, he's got 8 life sentences. What are you going to do? Give him a life sentence? Oh, that's a deterrent. Okay, how about throwing him in max security prison? He knows he's going to get out and he's going to be back into a regular prison, the regular side of the prison pretty soon.
Yeah.
So it's temporary. None of that, absolutely none of that is a deterrent. But if you gave them things like, hey, you can earn ... Now they've had to earn it. So getting it taken away is way more important. Way more. Now you're conscious of that. I don't want to lose my TV, my Xbox. I don't want to lose the privilege of that I can shower anytime I want, any time of the day I want. I don't want to lose that privilege. I don't want to lose the privilege of I get to spend a lot of time outside of myself and walking around. I get to work out, things like that. You don't want to lose that. So now you're more motivated to go, this guy over here is a piece of crap, but is he worth losing these things? And 99% of the time, the answer is just going to be, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'd say he's not worth it.
Definitely different. I think East Coast are watching too much Cool Hand Luke and Escape from Alcatraz, where he just beat him with a baton. He beat their spirit out of him. He goes, "You want inspiration? About to keep your brain cells. That's what's going to be inspiring for today." It's yeah, it is night and day talking with them. And I've talked with the women inmates from Ohio um, and Arkansas, especially the young ones. They haven't been there long. They're fucking freaking out. The newbies in there are like, "This is hell. This is fucked up." It's like there's panic in their voice.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's, but not. I wouldn't say for California. Even with the noobs, it's not as bad. But prison life is fucking hardcore,
Yeah.
it
especially where
is.
Southern, as you mentioned.
Yeah, they don't fuck around. And the laws are so much harder on anybody. Let's take God damn it, I just had his mind. Uh, he was a child killer, and I talked to him a lot. Phillips, is the last name. He's the one he killed that girl when he was like,
Well, the Jacksonville boy.
yeah, Jacksonville. He killed somebody when he was 15 years old. Okay, still an abusive father, everything like that. The girl did die, and he hid her body under his bed. Kid's probably freaking out, right? He's still in prison and he's in his mid 30s. This is somebody who committed a crime as a child, where in anywhere else they'd say, hey, you were a child. We're going to make you stay here until you're like 25, rehabilitate you, and introduce you back into society. That's where anything on the West Coast is going to do that for you, unless you're in prison and you're still 25 and you're still a little psycho.
Yeah,
Then Josh.
Josh Phillips, that's it. Joshua Phillips.
Do you ever
Um,
watch Killer Kids, Jeff?
it started to. I know the show. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the one that would
he's on
hit
there.
her with the baseball. And I don't know. I'm 50-50 on his story.
yeah,
Uh,
but the whole point is it happened when he was a child. He
yeah,
was a child himself. Now he's been raised in the prison system.
Yeah. But why
So
didn't he go back through after they changed the law? If it was a child, you get to.
he's tried, and the family, not his family, but the other family, has petitioned and blocked it a ton. And he was supposed to be going back through to get resentenced, I think last December. And I have no idea how that turned out. I haven't talked to him in a little while. I haven't talked to his mom in a little while.
Right.
It's been a bit because we've been swamped in the last year. We're moving 7 days a week, constantly on the move. It's very rare that Jen and I get to get out and do anything as a couple, except for work. Like when we're either going to do my bullshit doing shows, or we're going into town to do something specific that we have to do for the house, or we're here at home and we're working on podcasts and the website, and then I work on music and it's always work. So yeah, we've lost track of a lot of people, man. A lot, just because our
it's
schedules
tough.
are wall to wall.
Well, it gets overwhelming too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh
Very.
yeah.
I always say like Friday nights, I could get 4 or 5 phone calls coming in,
I
and
can't do
there's
that.
some I'm happy to talk to, and some I'm kind of like, oh, I can't right now. You know,
Yeah.
there's
100%.
some
One
that in
hundo,
training.
yeah.
The the favor asking is getting out of control. Uh,
Yes.
that's my
Yes.
tips. Go in. I'm new philosophy because we did an episode when I had my first co-host about the pen paling 101, and go into it. Don't give anything at all unless you're freaking rich.
Right.
Yeah.
Buy their artwork, yes. When they say, "Can you put money on my books?" I tell them straight up, I got a huge family
Yeah.
that I'm not rich. We live like most people, paycheck to paycheck,
Basically,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
even the apps are out of control. So I don't mind doing favors as far as like, can you look up the Los Angeles bar and get the
Yes.
phone number and address? Sure, I can do that. That's 5 cents message, not a problem. Can I have $20, $30? No.
Yeah.
Right. We will do nice things for certain inmates. They know especially the ones that don't ask for anything.
Yeah.
The ones who honestly they're communicating with you just because they want to communicate with you. They just want to talk. They want somebody on the outside to talk to, and they appreciate that. People like me, you, Jeff, and Jen. We actually care about these people. We're not in it to go like a lot of people. We're going to talk about Todd's little mishap with this twat April here in a second. But that want to use and abuse them. We're there because number one, it's a cool story. We want to know because here's how the media portrays everybody who they feature that goes to prison. It's the same, and it doesn't matter the side story. It's always like this. It's always like his victim was a sweet, innocent little girl who went to church every day and prayed to Jesus and never did anything wrong. Matter of fact, she didn't even wear white after Labor Day. Just a perfect pillar of the community. And he was an evil bastard. And this is what happened. Oh my God, what a horrible person. That's the story. Even in Todd Kolib's case,
Yeah.
where with Caleb Brown, depicted her the same way. Like here she is, like she was in church going, and Lord, please bless all the starving children in Africa, and I'm doing everything to try to support my family. She was a hooker.
You know what she also did wrong? They forgot the story, and it's huge. She wears socks with sandals.
Yes, that is
Biggest tip
evil.
off of a psycho.
It's
Jen,
cold.
Jen is currently wearing socks and sandals, and I love it.
Actually,
Yes.
no socks.
Oh, that's a shocker
Okay.
for you.
Whoa.
I had a beer and it made me really hot, but now it's cold.
But yes, sorry, I had
But
to. Yeah.
she ends up she's selling dope, and she'd sold dope before, and they're going, this is Todd's fault that she's getting into all this trouble. Dude, she was this way before Todd even knew her, dude. But so what we like to find out is the real person behind that story. Because it's really easy to point the finger and make these people out like they are just evil to the core. And there's some that are, okay? But a lot of them have, number one, there's catalysts. And I'm not condoning anything that people do, but people change over time. And my favorite example of that is Monk Steppenwolf, who unfortunately passed away. Jen hooked me up with the most amazing gift, I would say, ever doing shows, ever.
Two, but he is the most.
And so Monk Steppenwolf refused to talk to anybody in media, no podcasters, no news reporters, nothing, because of how people are. They take advantage. Jen vetted me, and she was still living in Florida at the time. And so I get this message from Monk, and he goes, "Hey, look, this is what Jen said. I'm gonna roll the dice. Okay, I'm a little nervous about this. I'm gonna roll the dice, and I'll talk to you." I said, "Cool, man." And him and I talked, and we became actually super good, really close friends. Jen and I had planned a trip out there to visit him in prison, got everything in line for it. And one thing that Monk said in a message to me that really touched me, he goes, "You know what? I'm really glad that I took the chance to talk to you. Really glad." But Monk had matured and evolved over time. He went in when he was 19 because he's a killer. I think he's a serial as well, isn't he? Wasn't he a serial, hun? I can't remember.
Oh, I did the gas station
The
guy.
gas station. It was a
Might
spree
have
at
been
least.
three.
Yeah. So he's like a spree killer.
Yeah.
But so and he actually told me, he said, when I first got to prison, honestly, I was a piece of crap. I was a horrible person. And it took me years to realize that, dude, I'm a piece of crap. So I started changing my life, and now I help new inmates as they're coming in. I try to keep them from coming back when they get out. I do things to give back. And he established a library on his block that had never been done before. He learned a lot of stuff and he matured. Sweetest guy ever. And the one thing that did break my heart is so Jen and I are used to getting messages from him daily. And all of a sudden, a day goes by. Jen doesn't get a message, and neither do I. Well, okay, maybe their crap is down. It happens. 2 days goes by, and now I call the prison, and Michigan, your penitentiary people are freaking amazing because this is what I get. I get, Michigan Department of Corrections, this prison, this is who's talking about. Hey, how's it going? I got to do a wellness check on Monk Steppenwolf because I'm a little concerned we haven't heard from him. And she goes, oh, in your name? I go, my name is Scott Alexander. She goes, oh, Scott, hold on for 1 second. And I get put on hold for a little bit. Her supervisor comes on and says, hey, Scott, how's it going? This is my name. Unfortunately, we found Monk had passed away in his cell 2 days ago.
Wow.
I went, oh my God. The only time I actually wept over an inmate passing away. Then I called Jen, so we had a good cry together. And then Jen called to make sure that his remains were taken care of, because if not, I said, if nobody's going to take care of it, I will pay for the funeral costs, everything. I'll pay for that because Monk deserves it. But really sweet guy who evolved and matured and corrected himself over time. And that's the stories that I'm interested in, how people change over time. Because who you are at 5, 10, 20 years old is not the same person that we all are today. Now, I'm the old man of this group. I'm 52. You fuckers are still in your 40s, so young. Back in my day, I wasn't like you whippersnappers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all vastly different. We've all changed for the good or the ill. We've all changed. And that's what I'm interested to find out with people is how they've changed over time. It's not the monster that we're looking for. We're looking for that real story of who that person is. Todd Collett being one of them. Now let's talk about Todd. I warned him because Todd and I have a very close connection with each other, which is about to come out in probably the next couple of months. Todd and I are very, very close. And it's not a sex thing, by the way. I want to put that out there. It's not like not like one day I saw him at a soup kitchen in Jacksonville, Florida.
Wow.
Little Lucas and Tool for y'all. But so where the fuck was I going with this? My brain just now literally stopped. Well, that's what I get for being retarded.
Looking for the monster. Looking past the monster of Todd Collett, maybe specifically.
He looks so confused.
I am. Don't do drugs, kids. That's the whole thing.
You're talking about Todd, Lee.
Oh, Todd and April. So I warned him. So Todd goes, hey man, this chick April, blah 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 blah. I said, sounds kind of sus, dude. So he said things that kind of tipped me off. Now, number one, I'm diabetic. Okay, that's important for this because him and I are talking. He goes, well, she says she's really sick and she needs a liver transplant, but she's diabetic and the doctor won't do it. Listen, that doesn't sound right. So I look it up because I'm diabetic. I don't have any liver problems. Liver transplants work good in diabetics because liver transplant can turn you non-diabetics into a diabetic. So no doctor's going to say, no, we can't do it. So I tell him, he goes, okay, it must be something else. I don't know. I said, okay, so we keep talking. There's something not right about it. Then she says, well, I'm a big promoter in Nashville, or was, and her whole family was. Well, guess what? I've got music connections because I've been in the music industry since I was 18. So I start calling around. No one has ever heard of her, country or otherwise. Never. So I said, dude, she's full of crap. I don't know, man. I think she's okay. Long story short, April ends up going to the news and saying, and it's my second time I had been in the news over Todd, going like this, he's trying to make money off of selling all of his art and off of his crime. So that becomes another news story that Scotty gets wrapped into, because I got wrapped into one prior to that where the freaking South Carolina shows messages between Todd and I and they focused on one thing. He's given me some good business ideas. He goes, and do this, and then man, you can make the cha-ching. And they go, see, he's trying to make money off of his crimes.
He
So I
said
called him.
cha-ching.
Yeah, he said that's exactly what she
It's
said.
the key word.
We interpret it as he's
Cha-ching.
trying to make money. He's not making any money. So I'll be honest, I've deposited money on his books because before his account got unfrozen, he's bitching about wanting chicken sandwiches, and I
Right.
bought him a couple of goddamn chicken sandwiches.
How long were they talking?
They
Me
talked
in
for
April.
4 years.
So her big plan is to blow smoke up his ass or pull the wool over his eyes. Is to say one day I'm going to tell the news, and
Pretty
then
much.
What's the end result? What for her? What does she get from it? She's
She
She did it
got
anonymously. She didn't
Yeah.
even use, she just turned the stuff in
right,
anonymously.
Did she
but
get
she
shit from him?
yeah, she got
Drawings and stuff.
some drawings, some artwork, his
Look,
a book because she was supposed to. And I
with
told him
the
because we already had the book, and he
hmm
said no, send it over to her because it's a business book and she'll do it. And I said I'll do it. I'm not comfortable with it, but I'll do it. So we did.
Yeah.
Um, but she went as far as to call my former assistant and or have somebody call or report it to the cops that she had been missing. So the South
Hmm.
Carolina cops call her, and Jen's crossing her fingers, um,
Hmm. Yeah.
and say, "Hey, this is Officer blah 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 from the South Carolina or from somewhere, one of the cop shops.
yeah.
We had a report that you've been missing for months, and that it could be that Scott Alexander has broken into your apartment and done you harm." And thankfully, my former assistant was not a twat. She said, no, I'm fine. I haven't even seen him in like 2 years,
Right.
you know? But she sent me that message and everything with the phone number and all that shit. I'm all, what? But it was reported by April Cox, and that's her name, is April Cox. I'm, Jen and I are talking about that while I'm reading that. And I'm all, what the fuck,
I think it's
man?
her porn name. I think she likes a lot of cocks in April.
Yes.
In April and on in the month of April.
There you
That
go.
makes sense. This shit hurts my head because I like to think, play devil's advocate. I'm like, okay, let's go down this path. So you're gonna fuck someone over, you're gonna talk to him for 4 years, you're gonna get some memorabilia, maybe sell it on the side. Your master plan is I'm gonna tell the news, drop the mic and run. Fucking bravo. 4 years for
Like
that. It's not jiving
exhausting.
for me. When I hear this, I'm like, I call bullshit, not on Todd, but I mean just this whole thing is like, okay, but there's a lot of missing puzzle pieces here.
Yeah.
Puzzle pieces. Can't talk.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah, she gave the excuses. I was doing it for the victims' families. No, you weren't. Don't give me your
No,
shit.
no,
She got what she
sorry.
wanted. She got artwork. She got
Yeah.
memorabilia, and she got his unpublished book. That is exactly what she got.
Why
What's she
stop
gonna do
milking the
with it?
cow?
She'll probably type it up and eventually release it and try to market it. You know, But Todd gets no money from any artwork sales, anything
Right.
connected, because we follow the law, like his books. You're working on the artwork for the second book, of which I now have to write a chapter about April because we got a letter from him today, and he said write a chapter about this because the next book that's coming out, which is the Devil Writes Back about fans and shit like that. It's about the fans like her, but so he asked me in the letter, hey, write a chapter or at least a few lines about this chick and the dangers of talking to people that aren't relatives or that you can't trust.
Can we change her name to May Cox so she
Yeah,
can't
so
sue
let's
us?
not don't give her credit. Just, say a whole
I'm
nother.
just going to use the first name when I write it. Honestly, I'm not going to give her last name because she's not even worth that.
Call her
I
A
would
Pearl. Yeah.
I would love to change her name to Buried Alive, but that's me.
Or you could just say, just be wary of fans and psychos. For example, this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I'm going to lead into that
She
chapter.
doesn't deserve a name.
No.
Yeah.
And as far as just piggybacking on the inmates that I've grown close to, Ward Weaver,
Yes.
right? Talking to him, we talk about fishing. He gave me a great, his mom would make sauerkraut. He goes, have you ever had real sauerkraut before? I'm like, I don't think so, but I love it in the shit and stuff. His mom would take, the cabbage, put it in a crock pot, the spices, and then she would bury it in the backyard for 10 days. Like,
Crazy.
cool. So yeah. And also to piggyback on the ghost story, so the day Jen and I were having fun, she sent over the videos from the room. And
Yeah, because we got a camera in there.
A demon voice, and my impression is, because I don't know, I've seen a lot of weird shit. I've seen a few weird things I can't explain, like full bodied stuff, but it's been few and far between. But to me, my impression that your demon's not really like bad. It's not a scary demon. I almost think it's a jinn. If you
It could be classified as that. I know that it hates
Yeah.
my guts, and it has since day one.
Yeah.
It fucking hates but some spirits hate my guts because of certain things that I can do. And I'm kind of used to
Jen's
it.
perhaps if it's
Yeah,
attached to her.
It's par for the course for me for some spirits to freaking absolutely despise me.
And there was other like a male voice.
Yeah.
It sounded like a male
Yeah.
voice. And lots of times because I have a lot of haunted stuff too. We have things that happen here periodically. I wouldn't say it as active as yours, especially since we've moved. Our last place, yes, very.
Yeah.
Because you
there's
don't
like-
collect possessed items.
yeah,
He
we collect
has
possessed items.
Yeah.
Like I got a new one yesterday. I have a little Annabelle doll.
Oh, get the fuck out! Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's,
sweet! I didn't know you had possessed items.
Mhm.
Yeah. We also get these from antique stores.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll show up with the.
Go back a little. There you go.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
It
dude.
was great. So I went in yesterday to shop because my wife's birthday is tomorrow,
Oh.
and there's this really cool antique
Hey.
store that things like that. I even got I don't have it here my little tarantula on
Yeah.
like a resin thing. And there's
Oh,
a
damn.
box right by the cash register, and I see this Annabelle doll there and amongst of other creepy looking dolls. And I said, "How much is this?" And I haven't priced it yet. I'm like, okay, I'll put it down. She goes, no, I want to sell it. Don't go away. So she gets her phone. She goes, I don't see anything on it. Make me an offer. I'm like, 50 cents? No, I didn't say that. I say $10. She goes, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I got it for $10. And it's definitely like my wife, when we're together, she's more of the psychic than I am. A lot of it, my shit is in dreams. Like I dream a lot of things that happen, a lot of like premonitions that happen.
Oh, sweet.
Or I've talked to this, if you believe this kind of stuff, I know I sound crazy, but I talk to spirits. Ways I think, oh dudes, I think we're good.
We got a call?
We got a call.
This is Global Tel Link. You have a
Yes!
It could be anybody. Let's see.
Now,
Oh, it's Kenneth Nallen.
rated individual
We'll talk to Thunder.
Who is he?
Oh, Scott doesn't know
He
him.
knows Charles Manson.
Oh, nice.
And your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Let's surprise
Call will not be charged for
Kenneth
this
Nallen. He's a lucky ninth caller.
call. Sing or dial 5 now.
This will be funny.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
We got to get you on LinkedIn.
Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh,
I'm actually, we're doing a podcast and you're actually on it. That's okay. I'm in the middle.
yeah, so we're live right now?
We're live. Surprise, you're lucky caller number 9. Yeah.
Like me, send me money, buy me packages, love me long time. Now in T60415. Been down 30 years. I need a lot of loving to make up for those 30 years.
Aw.
You're looking for
I tell Jen
friends.
that all the time.
And I have,
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
and we got
Scott,
Scott and
too.
Jen with us.
How's it going, bud?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have 2
And
friends on.
I'm condemned. Yes,
You
I'm
are-
condemned.
You are condemned. Yeah. So
I am condemned. That means death penalty. That means execution. But a lot of people are under the assumption that they took away the death penalty. They didn't. They just closed the death chamber down, and the governor said he's not going to sign any death warrants while he's in office. But as soon as he's out of office, the next governor, he'll sign them, and people will start being executed.
shit.
So
Okay.
His
Oh,
term's
hold
coming
on.
up pretty soon.
I was under the
yeah,
understanding that they had
it's a real thing.
shut
But
that down.
I mean, I ain't tripping because I got lots of appeal action. I'm probably going to be out there on the streets within 10 years. Like that's a real thing.
That's a good thing
I've
to
been
focus
down-
on.
been down I got the death penalty in 2013, but the crime happened in 2009, so they count from there. There was a institutional murder in the SHU, secure housing unit, and it was on the yard with another inmate. And so 2009, 19, 29, so in a couple of years, it'll be 20 years.
Wow.
And when it comes time for them to get me my new trial, which they will, because I have all kinds of appeal issues. When it comes time for them to give me my new trial, I'm going to have 20 years in. So they're going to say, all right, we'll give you 40 years. And I'll say, okay, so you do 65%. So that's 6.5 years for every 10. That's 12, 24. That's 25 years. So I would basically have to serve 5 more years.
It's pretty
And
sweet
that's how
deal.
that works. Yeah, and that's if it happened today, or in a couple of years.
Right.
So yeah, within 10 years I could be out, realistically. But realistically, I'm not gonna ever make it out there because my mindset's not really on getting out. I have nothing out there. Everything I have is in here. Sad but true. Institutionalized.
It is sad.
It's no joke. Being institutionalized is no joke. It's
It changes you for that long
when you
period.
feel more comfortable in here than yeah, exactly. When it
Dehumanizes
when
you.
you're more comfortable in here than out there,
Yeah.
then it's a fucking thing. I mean, who the fuck in their right mind is more comfortable in prison than out there on the street?
Someone's
That
been there
takes a
for,
real fucked up person to be there.
well, maybe not at the
Exactly.
beginning.
I was institutionalized after 5.5 years. After 5.5 years when I was in YA, I got locked up when I was 15. I was locked up when I was 15, and I got out on my 21st birthday. And I didn't want to be out there. I wanted to go back in because it was so easy in there. So after 5.5 years, I became institutionalized. It can happen after a couple of years. It could happen, 2 years or 20 years.
Right.
You never know. But once it happens, it's a hard thing to
Is
break.
it a weird kind of security for you? Because it's hard to almost like an anxiety thing.
Like I got no worries. As long as I'm at the top of the food chain, then I got no worries. If I was at the bottom, fuck, I wouldn't want to be in here.
Yeah.
It's fearing for your life all the time.
Because you're a reg.
But
yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna move on me. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna move on me just because of how long I've done, all the shit I've done. I've paid my dues, been there, done that. So yeah, reg. But the thing is some people live in fear every day, and that's a fucked up way to live in here. That if that happened, I would want out. But
from inmates and
I don't know.
guards.
I have it better in here than I had it out there.
Yeah.
Huh?
For inmates and guards, there's no security. There's no.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think that the basic human need is when you're in trouble? Most people think of your parents, like you want some kind of parental support or step in, even if we're 40 or 60. If you're not the king of your roost, you need some kind of help. And in prison, you're not going to get that, right?
Yeah, every man for himself.
Yeah.
Even in the gang, even when you're in the gang, it's every man for himself because there's politics within, and everyone wants to rise to the top. So it's dog eat dog. And, that's within their own people, but it helps when it comes to other people. But hey, so check it out. Remember the podcast we did the other day on a transgender
yes.
beat up?
How are they doing?
She's out here right now if you want to talk to her.
Yeah, put her on, please.
Make sure you get her name.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey.
My name is Brenda, BRINDA. My CDCR number is Alpha Delta 2176. PID number 1134169.
I can't remember that.
And I thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Hear me out.
Thank you for coming on our show. Yeah, we're recording now. I've heard
Let her
what
know that
happened
we're
to
with
you.
her too.
How you doing? I'm so sorry that happened.
Hey, it's prison. I'm fine. I've survived worse.
Yeah.
My childhood is a testament to that. Now, they took my orthopedic shoes, that's my DMEs. They were never supposed to take those. They took my wedding ring, and they beat the crap out of me. They never did a 7219 on me. And
What is a 72?
I've been down 17 years since 2009. I had an out date of 11/28, 2018 at one time. Corcoran decided to take that from me.
Wow.
I had nobody out there.
Yeah.
My family abandoned me. They told me they knew the truth about the so-called crime, and I asked them to do something about it.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I want her on her show.
They chose to say, no, we can't do nothing with the truth. We're going to leave you alone. So I said, okay, I stopped talking to you.
Yeah.
And they've never done anything for me. I used to do everything for them. I used to have an SSI check. I have 4 brain injuries. I should have died in 2000. No, not 2000. Well, this year as well, because at CMC, the California Men's Colony, they decided to beat me and crack my skull. And I don't know how I survived that, other than God
Jesus.
himself. Oh, Yahweh, Yahweh has his ways. Do you know what a Messianic is?
No. What's that?
Messianic is Hebrew/Christian, even though the Hebrew, the history behind them is when they were in trouble, they went to the kingdom of Jude, and that's how they became Jews, through the kingdom of Jude. Judah wasn't even the king at the time.
Okay.
And yeah, that's how they turned the Hebrew into Jew. I'm originally from the tribe of Abraham. My family didn't even understand when I did our actual lineage inside prison.
Okay.
And yeah, on 9/25 of this year, that's when they decided to beat my ass just because I was supposed to be getting a shower that day. Mind you, I have a seizure disorder. Do you know what epileptic seizures are?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah. I've had those since the age of 5 because of my first brain injury. And that was in 1991. If you actually watch the movie The Perfect Storm,
Yeah.
that same day is the day I was supposed to be in the dirt.
It's crazy.
That's in September of 1991. And
Can you take us
yeah,
back
my
to
life is
take
my
us
life
back
is
to
a shitstorm.
well, it doesn't sound good. And take us back to September 25th when you were attacked. You said you were having a epileptic episode?
No.
No.
They tried to put me in a regular shower, and I wasn't having it. I turned around and went back to the door of my cell. Mind you, my cell was locked, so I had to wait for the COs to come down and open my door. They told me turn around and stuff up, so I obliged their order because we're supposed to oblige the orders.
Right.
And then next thing you know, I know I'm on the ground getting leg irons put on, and then I hear the CO tell the other CO get the wheelchair, and from there I go blank. One of the COs decided to knock me out while I was in active restraint, and I basically I didn't recall anything up until the part where I came to on the bump where they broke my tooth. They literally cracked my tooth. I refused to let the dentist take my tooth.
Yeah. Why do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think they
And
got so hostile? Were they
This
concerned
call
about?
and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Make sure you clarify that this was
I told
from
that
COs and not inmates.
When I found out that he was green red,
And
and
this is
I was just doing an investigation.
the COs, right? This is not inmates. Dude, I'm sorry.
No, I've never been attacked by an inmate, ever.
Okay.
I've always been attacked by COs, and the COs have always said I attacked them. I've done something malicious towards them, but I'm the one that winds up with all the bruises. I'm the one that actually gets all the injuries.
Why do you think they are targeting you?
But that's easy. It's
I
because he's
know,
trans.
other than the fact that I take stands for people. I don't speak up for myself a lot of the time. I speak up for everybody. I don't just single everybody out. It's just the only thing I cannot deal with is a child molester because of my past. Even now,
Freeze?
I didn't know the person
I
that
think so.
tattooed
I
on my
think
finger was a child molester. If I would have known, I would have killed him
Right.
off the top. But I don't tolerate them.
No.
My monster of a father did that to me. He was the first man to put his hands on me like that.
Sorry that happened to you. That's not good.
What's his last name? Because I don't speak it. Robledo. It means strong, free, and that's it. I don't know what the silver means. I know what his first name means, being the father of the Messiah. That's okay. Yes, I'm highly intelligent. My mind, a lot of the time, it scrambles, and they took advantage of that when they actually arrested me in 2009. Being my own family were addicted to methamphetamine. Mind you, I just got off of my methamphetamine. I put myself through rehab without the legal system telling me to do it.
Wow.
And yeah, I was cleaning up my own life. And my mother and my sibling, the one that said I did the crime, my mother was my payee. She was getting $907 of my money and using it for her dope.
Damn.
May she rest in peace in 2011.
Yes.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You can't have her last name.
I've ever tried to do in my whole entire life.
Give us a call back. Next.
This is Global
Man, yeah,
Link. You have a
Friday
we gotta
night.
get you LinkedIn.
Yeah, she said she called you her last
And
name.
incarcerated
Joshua. Caesar.
Caesar.
Oh,
This
sweet!
could be a
This is
long
what we
one,
were waiting
dudes.
for.
Your telephone number will be
Now-
monitored.
We're gonna have
and
a
recorded.
long-ass
You will be
episode,
placed
brothers
on
and
hold. You will not be
sisters.
charged for this call.
Yes,
That was a
it
fucking mouthful right there. There's
It
to be
was.
continued.
Damn.
Thank you
Make
for
sure you let them know
using
that we're
Global
on here with them,
Link.
because we're gonna have
I
questions.
was a little late, but still that little snafu somewhere in the institution.
How's it going, Wackyville?
Oh, there's a little something must have happened, and it threw the whole hours off.
Hours on the tablets? You mean the clocks were? No.
Our program.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at 6 o'clock, the day room, and so it's actually like 7:30 or something.
Well, I mean, we're live, so we're podcasting now, so your timing is just fine.
Hi, Caesar.
All right.
So let me
What do you want to ask?
let me introduce. So we have special guests. I have my friends and also fellow podcasters. We have Scott and Jenn, and they're from Sex, Love, and Serial Killers. So they're joining us.
Cool.
You won't be able to hear them because I have my phone to the mic, but they can hear you. So
And tell them we will reach out to them. We will reach out.
They want to
them.
reach out to you as well because I've told them a little bit of your story, but I want you to be the speaker of yourself. So
Okay.
this before you do though, tell us kind of like bring us the current thing because you said that you go by Caesar now, right? This is your. Tell us why you go by Caesar.
Name. Yeah, my birth name. My mom, Maria Cazadora. And well, it all started. The fun starts when I was 16 years old. My family took me to Japan because my family were like they traveled and I learned how to pick up kendo. I learned how to kendo and martial arts and stuff. Well, when I was 15, I bested my insanely superb best sensei. His name was Sado Yoritomo, and he taught me how to fight with swords, Miyamoto Musashi, style.
Okay.
The 5 rings of power: earth, air, water, fire, and the void.
Yes.
But, huh?
Yeah. Yes. Continue.
And well, it turns out this was October 25th, 1957, when I was 15, and I'm probably the youngest student that ever bested him. Well, we're doing our thing. We're sparring. This is like the final test. If I best him, if I were to fail, well then back to the lab again. And continue training. So it's over within less than 15 seconds. Do you know what a boken is? Do you know what a Boken? Do you know what a boken is? It's a wooden samurai sword.
Okay.
That we.
Yeah.
Wooden samurai sword carry or redwood or something like that, real hard.
Okay.
Ash, instead of ash or YEW or something. Well, this sounds like a real samurai sword. So he swings those and he catches my move, and he says, "Okay, Caesar-san, Miyamoto Musashi Daiichi." And so I pulled my other katana, my other boken out of my waist, and then one katana I have the way you normally have. The other one points down. I have my hand stuck in the points down towards the ground. That is ground. That is to ground your energy to the earth, to your feet, to your blade, to your body, out to your other arm, and that blade. And so, in a split second, I do a reverse spin kick to his belly. That put him off. That his blade off for a second. All it took. In the end, a right boken was on his shoulder next to his neck, and the other boken was at his waist. And he dropped his fucking sword. He dropped bokens and down deep. Now real low says, "Caesar-san, what the fuck are you? Are you a demon? Are you one of the kami? That's definitely for one of the gods." And I said, "I am a demon. I am from the seventh circle of hell, and I have been around for a very long time." And this was in Japan.
This was when you're 15?
Yeah.
When did you
Japan. Huh?
when did you gain knowledge of your spiritual past?
When?
Yeah, because you know that you're a demon. When did you come to realization that you're a demon?
Well, when I was 13 in Mexico, 13 is like a waypoint in a child's life.
Yeah.
Where I no longer have to wear the mantle. I can wear just the loincloth, and all that. Just, but it's 15. It's 15. That's when I had what we call a quinceañera.
50th birthday party, you know, and
Yes.
that was when we went to Japan on October 25th, and we stayed in Japan through that year through the Cherry Blossom Festival. And, you know, Otto, the sensei, he let us stay at it. He let me and my family lodge at his ryokan. That's what the Japanese call their houses, the ryokan. You know, shoes off of
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
shoes off at the floor, at the door. Well, rewind to 13. I'm on a spiritual journey, and all of a sudden, this harpy eagle, I don't know, plops right on my right side. You know how big harpy eagles are? They stand like 3 feet tall.
Right.
So yeah, big, yeah. And I pulled my obsidian knife. I'm thinking, oh my God, this person, you know, at 13, you little child. I think this person is fucking putting me off with her nest. Or, you know, but they spoke to my mind. The harpy spoke to my mind and says, don't, Caesar, do not slay me. If you slay me, you slay yourself. And then, that's what I learned. That was, and I ran to the shamans. You know, stucco and adobe, you know, hut, you know, building. You know, this was in Mexico. Well, I got Japan. That was when I was 15. 13 was the harpy eagle. That was in Mexico, my native Mexico.
Okay.
You know, so it goes to what's my harpy in tow? You know, harpy kind of like hobbling behind, you know, waddling behind me, and the shaman's all, this is a first. I haven't seen in Mexico. This hasn't happened for at least 500 years. That a 13-year-old would already be introduced to a spirit animal. Now, fast forward out to Japan. At that time, the World War II. I mean, no, at that time Vietnam was going on. You know, like in '66, and so I am well over age. You know. So I signed up for the Marines, and I trained. I already know I had to have combat, you know, with weapons and stuff.
Right.
It was the gun that I learned. In the Marines, I learned the gun, or the rifle, you know, the gun, or the rifle, or the, you know, and advanced hand-to-hand stuff.
So,
and then,
I was going to
hey,
say,
here's one.
yeah.
Huh?
I was going to say, so that started your spiritual journey with the, you said the hawk or eagle. Yeah.
13, yeah, then I just studied, you know, the spiritual aspect. I still do as such.
Was Caesar your birth name, or is that a spiritual name that you came across?
My birth name, my spiritual name, Nicolana Quetzalcoatl, which is the goddess of death. And by the way, even when I was a boy, you know, I was born with a secondary sex. So therefore, but I wanted to indulge my female genetics. I have an extra X chromosome. I am like YXX, so you know.
Yes.
XX, yeah. XX female, YX, you know.
Right. You know, extra Y chromosome.
Yeah, basically a hermaphrodite.
Does it include, I mean, not to be intrusive, but does it also include?
No, I know what you're getting at. No, you can't do that. I can't do that. No, it's not possible.
What's not possible?
What?
What's not possible?
Why? Oh,
we can.
Oh, I was just.
We can
This
change
call
topic.
and
That's
your
not comfortable.
telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Okay, but so that's definitely part of you having the extra Y chromosome. Okay. And you obviously with your sensei, they were taken by your strength. You're able to best them.
Hey, yo, let's figure this out tomorrow because my 50 minutes are up.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's say tomorrow morning or when?
Tomorrow's my wife's birthday, so probably in the evening. Let me send you a message on a good time. Probably around the same time that we're doing it now would be good. I'll let you.
Okay. All right, see you then.
All right. Thank you.
Or,
Caesar.
you know.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
Okay. All right. One last thing.
Yes.
Hey, I really need food from the canteen. I mean, it's mainly this. I'm starving. I'm wasting away. I hope we can send some money. Okay, I've got to go.
We'll put the word out for you, Caesar. Have a good one.
All right, good. All right.
Have a good night.
Okay.
I got to be honest. I lost like 75% of what Caesar was saying.
Really? Were you
It was
able to hear it?
No, it's just probably my own hearing because certain pitches
okay.
my ears can't pick up on because I don't wear earplugs on stage like I should, and my hearing's
Okay.
going to shit.
We can give kind of a recap. Did you catch it, Jen?
Yeah, I mean, it was his whole well, it was like well, that's why I was in my brain. I'm like, is this really happening at the age of 13? Are you
I thought he said 15. I caught Bokin, and I know what a Bokin
Well,
is.
15 was
15,
his
Then he went
party,
back to 13.
and then he went back.
Oh,
Yeah. But he
gotcha.
was
Okay.
doing samurai shit, and then he found his spirit animal.
He was in
And
Mexico at
yeah,
13, but he had a quinceañera, so that'd be at 15.
yes,
Maybe he moved afterwards, but he had a
eagle,
confrontation with like an eagle or a hawk.
Yeah.
It was about 3 foot tall,
Nope.
and he thought it was going to take him away to its nest. But the hawk spoke to him and said, "Don't
You kill
Don't
me.
slay
You
me."
then you kill me.
Right.
It kind of sounds like an acid trip. Like I've taken a lot of acid. To me, that sounds. It might be legit. Like I said, I won't discount anything.
No.
But that really sounds like a bad acid trip.
Not to discredit him, because he's been in there for a while, so that can affect your mental health. So his timeline could be confusing for him too.
Yeah.
Because when I first talked to him, I swore he said at the age of 5, he was in Japan learning the samurai stuff.
Yeah.
So I won't fault him on dates and ages because I know it all kind of matches.
But that's when he brought up the war and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought he was our age.
Yeah, he's talking about
could be wrong.
Vietnam and that.
Yeah.
But he was born in. Well, he said was he born in 54 or he was 15 on that? I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, because I was born at the tail end of Vietnam. I was born in 1973.
Yeah.
And Vietnam ended like in 75 or something like that?
Something like that. Around 75.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to help him corral his story.
Yeah.
Down the trail. Because it's all place. I mean, he dropped a bomb right now about having the Y chromosome and being pretty much hermaphrodite.
Yeah. And I feel like
Scott?
you were gonna ask if he had both, but I think he thought you were gonna ask if he could do himself. I really that's why
that's where your mind goes. Jeff doesn't ask those questions. What the hell's wrong?
I said Jeff was gonna ask if he had both parts.
Yes.
He stopped him,
right?
And he goes, no, I can't do that. And I think he thought, Caesar thought the question was going to be, can I do myself?
I'm actually glad that I'm not a hermaphrodite because I would not leave my vagina alone. I gotta admit it. I'm fascinated by Jen's. And I'd be like, you know what? I would be taking all my vacation time doing nothing but playing with my vagina. I gotta admit it, man.
I was a feminist in college. I took a lot of women's studies classes, and there's like 5 stages. There's like hermaphrodite. It's not just one single.
Huh.
No shit.
Yeah, there's different. You can have one could be more
prominent.
Part could be more prominent than the other.
It makes sense because of hormones. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, it depends on what hormones are being released. I mean, if you got higher estrogen in your body,
Yeah.
then of course you're gonna, be more feminine. If you got more testosterone, then you're gonna be more,
Yeah.
more masculine.
I think we need to revisit that. I don't know. What do you guys got going on tomorrow night?
He sounded feminine.
He sounds really feminine. Yeah, he
Yeah.
sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was
A
actually
child.
surprised. He sounds like a female, but I was actually pleasantly surprised that the transgender chick that we were talking to before him sounds very female. I mean,
Yes.
Yes.
if I did not know better, I would swear, I would bet cold hard cash that is a chick.
Yeah.
And
We
I know
need her information, Brenda, with an I.
Here's one thing that I
Brenda
do
with an
know, because I had a bass player named Terry who was transgender. And there's two things I found out. Number one, the voice, they have to work on it and work on it hard to sound like a female. And she's done a great job. The other thing, and I'm going to share this with your listeners, Jeff, and your viewers. Did you know, and I did not until I got a phone call, that when they go through full transition, you can actually custom design your vagina? You go shopping.
I've heard this.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been from you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
he
for me,
tells
yeah.
stories over a lot of times.
Well,
Oh,
well,
it's
for
relevant.
for your listeners. So
Yes.
Terry being my bass player, and she did live right next door, which was convenient. I got a call. I'm sitting there and I'm working on some music, and she calls me, like, Scotty, what are you doing? I said, I'm working on the new songs. And she goes, can you come over, please? And I said, sure. She goes, so I go over to her house, which is like maybe 20 steps from my door. And I go, hey, what's up? And she goes, come with me. I need you to help me go shopping. I'm okay, cool. Let's go shopping. We're shopping for vaginas. Do you know what it takes for my brain to go blank? That. I went, I'm sorry. What? Like, is there a store? And I didn't know that our area had a vagina shop. She said,
Does
no.
it come in a box?
I know I do.
Yes.
But that's terrible. Oh my God, I would delete that. Jesus fucking Christ, what's wrong with me?
No.
So she found this surgeon that was in San Francisco, and you pull up the website, and it has all the types of vaginas that this dude has done in every shade and color. And you can custom design the vagina that you're going to get. And at first it was awkward. It's like, this is weird as shit, Terry. Like, T, for real, it's just, I need your help. You have experience with a lot of vagina. I said, you were straight at one point. You know some vagina stuff. So we sat down and we were handpicking vaginas. I never thought that I would say that ever in my life, that handpicking vaginas.
That's awesome. I love these life experiences that are out of the norm,
Oh, very.
but are very normal. I don't like the word tolerance. I think it's one of the worst words ever fucking made.
Yeah.
Like, we tolerate you. It's another way of saying you're weird and shit, but we'll pat you on the head and go get me some cookies. Right? It's normal, man.
I tell Jen that all the time. She goes, I love you. And I go, I tolerate you.
You're rude. You
Rude.
get no Reese's.
Well,
You got Reese's? Where the fuck did you get those?
I love
And they're
Halloween
mini
season.
pumpkins.
The little mini pumpkins.
Yay. I love Reese's. And I love
Every time
pumpkins.
she goes to the store, she gets junk food. Now, I want you to keep in mind that Safeway right now is my insulin. You would think that she would have said, hey, well, I'm here. I'm going to, she just brought him into the office. You would think while she's there, she would have said, hey, let me pick up Scott's insulin. No. You know what she got? That. And she got hamburger
insulin-esque. It's giving a little shot of sugar.
Those came from Target order. From when I had sales. I got
have your
sheets
insulin there.
in a blanket.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
what she was barking at.
I don't have my shots, so I can't eat too many of these. I could probably have.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
If not, if I eat too many, then you're gonna be rushing me to the hospital.
I'll give you mouth to mouth.
So I have I'm
but not
indulging in the
trout.
Reese's, but I'm also thinking about vaginas still, because I have a healthy curiosity on when they sculpt that, and that's a work of art. If they can sculpt it where it doesn't look mangled like something from South Park,
Right.
can they have sensations like a woman? Can they fashion the penis into like a clitoris where it can be stimulated sexually?
Okay.
Oh,
Brace yourself, boys and girls. Let me tell you the process in case you don't know.
ask Tina.
I'm buckling up.
Here's your penis, okay?
Yep.
What they're gonna do is, I gotta take a deep breath because I like my penis.
I've seen this on YouTube.
They split it in half, they fold it in, and then they do all the design work. So they're gonna form you a hood and a clitoris. I don't think it's the same sensation.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's gonna be different, but so they're gonna build it the way you want. You know, it's like ordering a custom car and about the same price. It's expensive shit, right? But the caveat to all of this, and I found this out while vagina shopping, is that you have to keep it dilated. So they send you home with these dilators, and you have to keep it dilated because if not, and I don't know if it's forever, but I know that's for a period of time, it will close back up. So you have to keep it dilated. And as soon as she told me that, I said, Terry, you know that I'm not going to have sex with you, right? I mean, we got love because we're band as a giant family, but not that kind of love. Yeah, I'm not test running a brand new vagina. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That's a whole different world. Yeah. More
It
curious
is.
of just like I've seen a few like online
Yeah.
out of curiosity, but yeah.
Now I did grab her tits when she got a boob job because here she is. I knew she was going in for a boob job. She was off for like 3 weeks or so. So we made sure not to book any shows. We're not traveling. Nothing. 3 weeks. So she gets out. My thing's healed up. She goes, "You have to grab my boobs." I said, "Terry, no, I'm not going to grab your goddamn boobs. It's bad enough that we share a bus and our sleeping quarters pretty close. Okay." And little thing for all of you who've never been on a tour bus, you will all see each other naked at some point.
Yeah.
It's just because it's not like you get hotel rooms every night. You get them about the average about one a week. So she kept going. I said, "Fine, I'll grab your titties."
I'm
And
sure she twisted your arms.
No, she did because to me it was awkward because Terry looks like a linebacker. Okay, like she's big, right? Um, she's not like some of the trans people that I've seen where you sit there and go, "Huh." Says she's trans, but honestly, I can't tell the difference. You with Terry, you could tell. Like she's trans,
Yeah.
but pretty sure she can push a boulder up a hill.
She does her best. She tries.
She does, you know,
Yeah.
and that's what made her happy. And I'm actually very supportive of people like that because she brought a lot of things to my attention, and we'll get into that just for knowledge base, for so people understand kind of more about being in transition than what you would learn by just watching the news or shit like that. But so they were rock fucking hard. Rock like I knew a long time ago I don't like fake titties because I like them soft and squishy, like women. I like soft
a bag
and
of
squishy.
sand. No.
Yeah, that's what they should feel like. Like I love Jen's boobs because they're natural and they're freaking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, not big on. I understand why some women do get boob jobs because there's some women that I've been around that have no boobs and they go, "Look, I don't want huge boobs. I just want some boobs." Rock hard titties don't do it for me. So here's what Terry brought to my attention was that when she was married, um, she was very, very violent. Not to her wife or anything like that. Well, at the time, his wife, but just to other people, and was suicidal.
Mhm.
And to the point that Terry wanted to drive off of the I-5 bridge into the Columbia River and die. And so Terry started to cross-dress in private, and then wife found out, was still cool with it, then went through transition, and those two got divorced and everything like that. But ever since she got on the female hormones, HRT, and all that good stuff, she felt better about herself. She wasn't as violent, wasn't as angry, and just life for her and interpersonally got significantly better. And I am a big proponent of making your life better and being better for society. We all have those moments when we get pissed off. I do. Jen does. You do. Everybody. And you know what? Being pissed, it's okay to be pissed. It's okay to be angry because that's a natural emotion. It's what we do with that anger that will dictate so much about your life.
Yes. Yeah.
From relationships to winding up in prison, like the people that we talk to.
You said it recently, privately. We don't have to talk about the reason why you said it, but we put ourselves in timeouts if we have to. And I will, if there's an argument at hand and if I feel enraged, I will not engage. I won't say anything until I can cool off and think before I do not act out anger. I get it. Of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll say, and that could make the other person like, why aren't you saying something? Like, because I'm not ready. I don't want to do this with you.
I am more than happy to share my story because it might help somebody out there.
That's where he got it from.
Yeah.
I just meant the person that you said it to recently.
I think you had it on an episode.
I'm talking about a cockle-doodle-doo of who you were sharing this insight with recently.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yeah, we won't talk about that part of it. I think my story, because I've shared my story many times, is that
yes,
I was raised in a very abusive household, very, very abusive, very aggressive, and had the crap knocked out of me literally daily. So with that, you have what's called behavioral conditioning. I was conditioned to be a very violent person, very violent, and I was for a lot of years. I did everything growing up trying to correct myself. I graduated high school early. I graduated high school at 15, but I was just in the student counseling program in high school for the whole year and a half, 2 years that I was there before going to college. And then I went to college. I studied music, but my bachelor's is in psychology, and it wasn't to be a therapist. I was trying to fix myself because I would literally go into parks because I was a giant big farm boy and say racist slurs just so I can fight 3, 4, 5 people, win or lose, because I enjoyed the violence and I knew it was wrong. So, long story short, I had to take anger management classes, and I've taken a shit ton of classes. Nothing worked for me until I got into one taught by a guy named Carl Landerholm, who taught me these beautiful, life-changing and life-saving skills. And timeout is one of them. And it's hard. It's hard as a grown-ass fucking man to sit there and treat yourself almost like a child. Go, I need a timeout. But, boys and girls, there's rules to the timeout. And here they are. Number one, you announce it. You don't just walk out of the room because now you caused a bigger goddamn problem. You go, stop. I need a timeout. I will be back in, set a time limit, 30 minutes or an hour, whatever you think you need. Go for a walk. Do something active. Okay? That way there, it gets all that adrenaline out of your system, and think through the message that you want to give. If Jen and I have an altercation, which doesn't happen unless we release the twat bag that we have in a box in my garage.
Yeah.
The rules go like this. I'm going to look at her and go, stop, I need a timeout. I'm going to announce it. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to leave the house because I want her to get the message. I have things that I need her to understand and agree or disagree with. But I need her to know how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking and what my problem is. Now, there's 2 options to take care of this, and I call it the doing the dishes theory. See, I got to teach the anger management class. The anger management class was 1 year. I stayed in the program for 3 because I taught it for 2.
I don't agree with this theory.
Okay.
But I get it.
Let's say Jeff and you and I are living together, and here's our agreement, is that we switch off doing the dishes every other day. So I got Mondays, you got Tuesdays, I get Wednesdays, like that. I come home and it's your day and there's a sink full of dirty dishes. And I look at you. Now, before I say anything, by the way, there's a million ways you can take care of this problem and resolve it. Okay? A million. Based on what I say next is going to either limit you to fight or flight, or it's going to resolve the problem. Now, if I come at you and I'm yelling, you, what the hell, Jeff? You freaking slob, not washing the damn dishes. It's your day. Now I've limited your how you can respond. You're either going to fight me or you're going to flee. That's it. But either, huh?
Fighting. The day's
Oh,
not over. I'm gonna do it on my time. Worry about yourself and your day.
oh,
Because
I know you're going to fight because you're mean as shit.
I'm
Well,
not mean,
let
but
me-
you
let
have
me-
the whole day. Just because you come home doesn't mean the day's over.
True. There's so how I would respond to that. It's tough. I think you were talking about this before. Is when someone's coming at you hot and heavy, even if I was wrong, I'm always had the mentality like no one will ever talk to me like that, even if I'm wrong. You need to
Yeah.
respect me. We'll talk it out. But if you start hot and heavy, like I'm your child and you're scolding me like you're above me, that ain't gonna fly,
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
right?
Because it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Now, if I come at you though, because I'm getting ready to, let's say I'm going to cook dinner or want something to eat, and there's no silverware. If I come at you, go, hey man, check this out. It's your day to do the dishes, and we have like no silverware. You're gonna hop on that pretty quick. Now, right or wrong, or whether you want to do it or not, the first thing you're gonna think is like, shit, there's no silverware. Okay, maybe I should start doing some dishes. And even if you don't want to do them, you're gonna do them. Okay, they're going to get done. And you know what the beautiful part is at the end of the day, once they're done, even if you're doing them and you don't want to do them, you're going to forget about it in about 10 minutes after you're done. And
Yes.
we're not going to have a problem at freaking all because I've
Yep.
shown you respect. I've approached it appropriately. The problem got resolved. It's not something that's going to carry over into the next day, the next week, the next month, because it's not a problem. It was a communication.
It is. I
And
can be sweet talked into almost anything. I had a roommate. We had this exact problem. There's a female roommate. She was lesbian. She was my best friend. So it was kind of like two dudes living together. Um, she came at me one day and she cornered me in the kitchen about something, and I flipped out and yelled it back.
oh,
And she learned that you don't. She says her words, "Don't push Jeffy's buttons." But when she goes, "Hey, do you mind doing this and that?" I'm like, "Of course I'll do it." But when you come at me like you corner me, I
Mhm.
think I hate the terms PTSD to me personally. I know it exists and stuff, but it's just like I don't like to be categorized for anything. But growing up, I was oppressed a certain way of, do what you're told, can't have a word. So, and I dated a lot of women at a young age that would put me in my place for no reason. So it created me to snap. I swear I'd never have anybody, not women, but anybody ever disrespect me again. So when someone does that, my instincts, not so much anymore. I've worked past it. But at that age, this is probably 25, 26. If someone came at me, I would just like, I'm going to defend myself, not physically, because I've never actually been in a fight. I've never hit anybody in my life, but I would stand up verbally for myself,
Yeah.
which is still not good. Just because they're coming at you doesn't make it better that you do it. And this is we do the timeout or leave the situation. But what we both learned from that is talk nicely. And usually, like I said, I can almost be talked in anything. If you're sweet talking me, I'm like, sure, of course, no problem. Right?
yeah, I totally agree. Jen and I have the best communication of my life. I got to tell you. And I'm not just saying, I'll say that on the show, off the show, and I say it all the time because she understands certain aspects of my life. Number one, I take antidepressants. They don't always work. So sometimes I have what I call my bad brain days. And I communicate that every time because one thing that is a kind of a thing for her is if I don't talk to her throughout the day, she gets into her own mind that, oh my God, he's not in love with me anymore.
Oh, okay.
This, and this, just weird shit, which is none of it is true, but it's negative self-talk. It's being kind of self-destructive. But if I tell her, hey, look, I'm having a bad brain day today, I just want to listen to my audiobook and or some music because my mind isn't working correctly today. She gets it. And she goes, okay, totally understand. I know
works.
why Scotty's not calling me. We're not video chatting. Um, and all that good stuff. And I found this out because I'm out of town a bit. And when I'm out of town, if I don't call her at night because I just pass out, she worries and she freaks out.
Yeah.
But if I go like this, I go, like last night was a great example. I was out of town, and dude, I was exhausted. I had like 2 hours of sleep in me. I go out and I don't get to the hotel until 10, 11, 12 hours after I had left the house. Um, so I'm just wiped. And so we talked back and forth. We didn't video chat. We were just talking. That's what it was. We were just talking back and forth. And I said, "Babe, I am fucking exhausted. I'm gonna take a shower, and I gotta crash because I'm nodding off right now." Boom! It's communicated, and she, you know what? And it was early. It was like 5 o'clock at night or so.
Yeah.
You know, but she was good with it. She goes, "I get it. I get it. You're freaking exhausted." And no worse for wear. But like when her and I first got together, when those times would happen, I didn't get any sleep, and I'm out of town. I finally get to the hotel and get to my room, and I just pass out. Well, now all that negative self-talk comes around. You're like, oh my God, does he have a hotel hooker?
Hotel hookers. Or
Oh,
your
I'm sorry,
bed.
plural.
Hookers.
Yeah, it's not plural because apparently you can't. They're like Pringles. You can't just have just
Well,
one.
no, she says that. Well, that's a compliment. She knows that you could score. You can have an orgy, dude. Easy.
But that's my
So,
plans now. But
do
unfortunately, my boyfriend
the
Glenn
fist.
isn't here.
So
Um,
now you guys know how I feel about you when you go to bed early, because I know you guys have early schedules. Come almost like 5 or 6 o'clock, and my friends are sleeping. I had no one to play with. I'm all outside. Can Scott and Jenn come out and play? And they goes, they're sleeping. I'm like, wait.
Where
So
is sleep?
because that's when all the shit happens to me with the like pen paling and whatnot. I'm like, I need to tell my story, but you guys are asleep. You know?
that's because I'm up at like two, three
Yes, I
o'clock in the
know.
morning. So
Yeah.
is Jen. Well, except for on Wednesday, this last Wednesday, because I'd gotten home. It was so cotton picking late. I got home at like 7:30 at night, or seven or
We
7:30.
go to bed till like 7:45.
I had enough time to shower, shave, throw a protein drink down my throat so I don't get sick, and go to bed. Normally we cuddle for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and we talk. That didn't happen. It was one of those things, it was a quick little thing like, okay, hold on. And it was a cuddle, and then I have to pet Angel because Angel, it being my dog who thinks that she's my biological daughter,
Yes.
you know, so I'm trying to spread my time for 15, 20 minutes between the two of those. And meanwhile, I was going, I gotta get to sleep. I'm just freaking white. But then you got the adrenaline running through you because you've been out all day long. So you just get home. There's no time to unwind. And I was tired, but I'm laying there and I doze off for like 10 minutes and then I'm wide awake
Power nap.
until like midnight.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck me. Fall asleep, wake up. Fall asleep, wake up. And finally I told her, set the alarm clock for 4. She did that before we went to bed. And so I just had dozed off for about 45 minutes and the damn alarm goes off. I'm all, fuck me sideways, really?
Yep.
Come on.
You describe
But
my every
had to get
night. It's hard. I try to go to sleep early. I wake up at 2, and it's almost like that's like it. And I'm like, I know if I look at my phone, it's gonna get worse.
Yep.
So I try to do like a meditation. I think I imagine myself floating up in clouds and stuff, and it kind of helps if I
Well,
detach and do a certain breathing pattern. But my
yeah.
sleep habits suck.
I'm pretty
I
good unless he's so fucking loud. I don't think he realizes it. Like
Yeah.
if he goes to pee, it's like
Mm.
like it's fucking like 11 at night, and it's like you were out of the bar all night, and it's and his stands there, and it's just
Yeah.
there, and it's like just peeing. And
because
then
I don't have to aim my dick. I just
pops
stand,
in the
flip
bed.
it out,
I'm
and
like,
do it.
bro, I like creep back into the bed. He goes, "Ugh." I'm
It's called
like,
sleep. Ma'am, it's called sleep pissing. It's what I do. Okay. I don't even know half the time I know I gotta pee when I wake up and I look at my phone and the first thing that comes to my mind is, oh fuck me, it's like 11 o'clock at night. And that's the last thing I remember. I appear in the bathroom and then I appear in bed, and then I wake up the next time I gotta pee.
No,
Sleepwalker.
Yeah.
basically. And he puts his fucking looks at the clock on his phone. It's like a fucking lighthouse. And I'm like, God,
I think it's
everything wakes me
a
up.
man-woman thing because I have my eyesight's shitty. I have to have my phone as bright as can be. My wife has like I'm like, how do you see this? It's so damn dim. I can't see the shit. I put mine on. She's blind, so I think it's a gender thing. I hate to say it.
Oh,
It's
I agree. I gotta grab my freaking my reading glasses because I can see fine far. But up close I need reading glasses. So then I don't know why I do this in retrospect because I'll sit there and I'll grab my phone like this. I'm sitting right here. So I'm like this. What fucking time is that? Grab it.
can't see it. No, like
Yeah.
what time is it? Oh no, I can't see it. And I'm like, fuck.
Shit, hold on. Then I grab my glasses and I gotta put them on. Then I do the squint again, but they go, oh, you don't have to squint. You're wearing your glasses. So then I open up and go, fuck, that's bright. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Fuck, it's 11 o'clock. And then I try to go back to sleep after I take my glasses off. Every time.
You don't have Perplexa. You can't ask Perplexa what time. I have to say it because she's right in front of me. She'll start singing songs and shit if I say her name. Give her attention. She goes, "Oh, you talking to me again?"
Oh my God.
Just quit
Wow.
playing fucking Taylor Swift songs. I asked for Metallica, Taylor Swift. Like, no,
Yeah, it's like that's not even in the ballpark there.
not even close, pal. Although I did ask her one point in time. I said, did I ask her if I had the best podcast in the world, or if I said it by name? And she goes, "Yeah, you have the highest." I was like, "You are a great ego booster." Apparently, I won a Grammy or something. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's an old episode where I put it at the very end where she's giving me praise for the.
That's
podcast.
freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm a little Yates origami behind you.
Yeah, I was looking at all the flowers.
Yeah,
got,
they're pretty cool.
Godzilla
Yeah.
back there.
Robert
that's
Yates
my
is amazing.
dinosaur.
Oh, is it a dinosaur that he
Yeah,
made?
because like
No, there's a reason.
you
So
poor
what-
people.
we were still living in town. We're living down in Vancouver, and so I get this call. She goes, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so scared." I'm like, okay, calm down. What's going on? I just heard a roar like a dinosaur come out of nowhere because she used to walk at like I would leave and she'd be walking at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I go, get the fuck out. You didn't hear a dinosaur, you tard. What the hell? And turns out there's a thing called it's some kind of a weather phenomenon that
Yeah.
makes this form.
Yeah. It was fucking terrifying. It was
What?
straight up like, you guys have dinosaurs? Because it's
Yep.
and I was like, pitch black, no hobos for
They just-
once. And I'm like, why is there dinosaurs?
With the trumpets blowing too. You know, the apocalypse.
I
is
swear I
coming.
thought the
Apocalypse.
sky was gonna open and like the whole dimension was coming in because it
What?
was ridiculous.
Now, admittedly, I fucked with her at first. Well, yeah, don't you guys have pterodactyls back in Florida? We have them here. It's Pacific
Oh.
Northwest.
Ah,
So what I did was I got her that dinosaur. Said, here's what I want you to do. This is because I'm an asshole, by the way. I go, you carry this with you when you're walking in there. Next time you hear that roar, you hold it up and go,
Oh,
roar,
God.
roar, dinosaur. And it'll go away. The pterodactyls won't attack you.
Oh, did you
Dude,
jump, Jen,
it
when you
was-
did this?
fucking terrified. I didn't know if I should run, I just couldn't believe it. It was
Wow.
terrifying.
It
That's
was
crazy.
awesome. It cracked me up. I wasn't scared a bit, just to let you know.
You weren't outside.
I wasn't even in town.
You were on the toilet, and you're like, "Do you need me to come pick you
Was
up?"
I?
Yeah.
I thought I was like in
No.
Portland or some shit. Really?
No. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
But
okay.
besides the dinosaur, the rest is origami.
Well, for a point of reference, though, like seriously, I would have cut my poop off, my morning poopy, to come pick you up if you needed me to. I would have fought that pterodactyl for you.
I've never heard such a thing. I'm gonna find you a clip, Jeff, because it's
Yeah.
real. It's real, and I
It's
spent like
real?
the whole morning trying to figure it out because I was
It's
like,
an
"There's no
Oregon thing?
way." Huh?
It's an Oregon thing.
It's an anywhere thing, but
It's a weather
Apparently-
phenomenon.
yeah.
And something about the
Phenomenon.
thunders. Yeah. Phenomenon.
Jesus Christ. I think we've been talking for 3 hours.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Holy shit. We're going to have to split this motherfucker up when you
It's
send
gonna,
it to me into
they're gonna
a couple of
split it up
episodes.
for sure. I mean,
This is a whole week's of episodes here for us.
it was a plethora of it's a week of episodes.
This has been a roller coaster ride this time. I love it.
This was a very unique episode. I love playing, and this should be Fridays because it is random. Like, who's calling now?
Yes,
Let's take the next caller.
It's been fun, Max. I'm telling you, we had everything from the Manson dude who knew Manson. We had a beat up, trans person. We had baby vampire demon dude. I mean, hell, and we've talked about everything under the sun, even Jen's boobs. My favorite subject.
Wow.
It was very therapeutic, very emotional. There's a couple times I was biting my lip because I wanted to laugh so hard, but it's just because I'm immature and
welcome to the club.
I respect everybody and every story. It's just I don't know. I want more of the story, but I don't know. Did you catch it? I think Jen was too. I think we're both just trying not to out of respect.
Yes, because I'm like, is this fucking real? My brain is like, is this real? Like, what's happening?
Are you talking Demon Samurai or are you talking the trans? Okay. I want to talk more to the trans girl. I got to get her info.
Yeah.
Because I want that story because there's all my jokes aside, there's two things that I take very seriously. And one is mental health. That is number one. Have all my life taken mental health very, very seriously. And the fact that no inmate should be brutalized. I understand, like, if an inmate attacks you in your guard and you have to defend yourself and you got to put him down, hey, shit's going to happen. I totally get that. Don't get your ass kicked by anybody. But when you're an inmate and then you get attacked by guards and you get the ever-loving shit knocked out of you for nothing, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. If her story is accurate, the bounds were overstepped, and it was not justified at all.
Definitely more to it, and it was a episode that it was on Metal Cross, but I haven't put it on YouTube yet. So I need to release that. Where not Neil. I talked to many people because Neil actually reminds me a lot of Nolan. They're very similar kind of guys. Kenneth Nolan.
Very high energy sounding.
High energy, and he told the story like the day of, I think, of what happened. So I need to release that so you guys can hear.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
The full story. Yeah, Thunder's awesome. You should talk with Thunder. He's got great Manson stories. Because he was in the shoe with them. He actually, when people say that inmates would write or Manson to pen pals, they're talking about Thunder. He's one of the guys that would reply to people writing to Manson.
Oh, okay.
He told me that Manson helped him on a different path of something. I forget what. Oh no, he helped him not be a white supremacist anymore, I believe.
Oh, nice.
And there was a hit placed on Manson. There was like a whole conspiracy about Abigail Folger, the Folger family. There was inmates that thought that the Folger family put a hit on Manson, and they wanted to take him out. And Thunder helped intervene with that. Apparently, and I asked him, he goes, "No, there's never been a real." You guys know Abigail Folger, right? From the Tate LaBianca murders. She was one of the murdered women that night.
I think so. I'm sitting there going through my mind because I got so much true crime shit in my head now.
It was J. Sebring, Sharon Tate, Abigail Folgers, Steve, the kid up, which is a whole story within itself. Got a huge rabbit hole, and that was the question last night. And because I did, I don't think Scott knows. I went to a brewery, and there was a true crime night for the trivia night. And it was serial killers. I'm like, I'm fucking winning this shit.
Yeah, I'd be all over that. Yeah,
my friends forgot to go, so it was just me and it's teams. There was like 15 teams of at least 2 or 3 people, but here's me by myself. Okay, it's 4 rounds. I win the first round. I nailed that shit. I'm like, because it comes up on the phone and you have to select what the answer is. You know, they had Happy Face Killer. Yes. They had Dennis Nielsen. I'm like, within 3 seconds, I'm just clicking the answers and people over there conversing. I'm like, next, can we continue, please? I'm already finished my test. I think the question that killed me, and I'm fucking, what? I was like, after I answered, I'm like, you dumbass. It goes, what person is considered a serial killer by everybody, but is not a serial killer?
Guy. Ed
Who?
Gein. Ed
No.
Gein. He's a serial
That's
grave
a better
robber.
guess than I said. Charles
What'd you say?
Manson was the answer. Right?
Oh.
My dumbass, I first think of Wild Bill Holden from Panama. I'm like, no, 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 no. No one knows that guy. These people do not know Wild Bill Holden from Panama. That
Right.
no, no, so no, 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 you're wrong. I'm like, I panicked because time was up and I put Al Capone. I'm like, it's not Al
Oh my
Capone.
God.
I was thinking, like, is it like a mobster? 3 seconds later, Charles Manson, you fucking moron. I think I lost by, I think I was tied for second place. Dude, but
Damn.
15 groups of people with like some groups had like 4 or 5. One guy almost won it.
Damn. I think all three of us should go to one of those because
Yeah,
all three of us as a team, we would dominate
We
that
would-
shit.
there's a lot of cold cases I didn't really know, but I had a lot of good guesses on like locations or yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I think didn't you joke like they're one of like that one guy? I feel creepy. I felt
Everybody
weird.
probably thought that he was like a serial killer
Right?
going.
I was in the
you know,
corner of the room because
by
that's
himself.
that's me. No,
That's not creepy at all, Jeff. Not creepy at all.
not creepy at all. I'm
You
like,
guys need
I'm
to
probably like the
hurry.
nicest person here. I'm the most probably, no, I wouldn't say timid, but I'm just
That's
the
what
most
they all
easygoing.
say.
That's what they all say. I don't have any mommy issues. I don't wear women's underwear. I had a
So
very
you
normal
say-
childhood.
Yep.
Jen is probably a serial killer, and she's probably has bodies out there. Now, let me tell you why. Every time they interview anybody, do they ever say anybody like me, like, the fat bald guy who's a loudmouth and makes inappropriate jokes? No, we knew it was no. They was like this. Really? Her? She was so nice. I mean, polite, very sweet, little dingy, but very, very nice. It's always people like Jen. Jen is a serial killer. She's fits
Wow.
everything except for the McDonald triad, unless maybe you wet your
I
bed.
could see
as
it.
a-
No.
It's the attractive. Like when I went to that antique store to get my Annabelle, the owner, I've seen her a couple times. She looks just like Jodi Arias. It's fucking uncanny.
Really?
Oh,
say it.
dude.
I say, because Jodi Arias is hot. Okay, I'm not
Listen.
afraid to admit that. She's evil. She's wrong. She's bad, bad, bad. Don't do that, bad girl. But she's attractive. So then I'm like, wow.
Spank her. Yeah. I'd spank her. Definitely.
No.
That'd be, you're such a bad girl.
Where's the
I'm
microphone?
not even a Mormon.
Where's the microphone on this computer?
Hell if I know.
Okay, listen to this.
Oh shit, here we
Okay.
go.
Oh wait, I don't know where the microphone is. Can you hear it? Did you hear the fucking dinosaur?
A little bit. Maybe lift the microphone up higher. There you go.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's what I heard loud as shit that day, and I almost died.
Did the Cloud
That's
City
why you
appear?
have the dinosaur.
What?
Did the Cloud City appear as well?
It might as well
Sitting in
have.
the clouds and
Telling you,
blowing the trumpets.
it's called a skyquake.
I believe it from you, but when the other people post this shit, I know it's fake and AI and shit. There's giants
Skyquake.
walking in the clouds, my ass. There's
Oh, I have
Fucking AI.
a picture of a person walking. It's like a huge shadow of a person walking in the clouds from my morning walks.
yeah.
That's why I got you the dinosaur to protect yourself so you can hold up and go, roar, roar, dinosaur. The pterodactyls don't get you.
Listen, there's some really good videos. I spent like a whole day looking that stuff up. That's how fucking freaked it. Just really, I've never in my life. I was like, what did I just
Nature's a
experience?
very splendid, wondrous thing. Mysterious. A lot of things happen.
It was
That
terrifying.
is true.
Is
All
it
right, you boys and girls about ready to wrap this one
We
up
do.
since we got
Yeah.
a 3-hour
So-
episode.
one last thing? Scott
for
and
it.
I have no fear of what they call the spirit walkers, skinwalkers,
Skinwalkers, yeah.
Skinwalkers.
because we
I
have
think
Yeah,
We should go. We should go check that. That's in your state. That's in Colorado.
tons of them, and
No.
we've had some weird shit. Like we had one night in another house, someone knocked on my wife's window, and my son heard it, and there was nobody out there. I mean, there could be someone knocking, but they're thinking that I'm like, I was gonna go outside. And he goes, "You're crazy." I'm like, I ain't afraid of no fucking skinwalker.
Bro,
I tell my
what?
kids,
No.
when you see something scary, just go, "Boo, boo, 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 boo," go do that back. So what? You're
Oh,
gonna go scary face on me? Fuck off! Like I've seen worse.
a couple of weeks ago, we heard something outside, and now most people would be like, "Are the doors locked?" That's not me. See, I grabbed my 45 and I went out there, and it's pitch black in the back of our house. We got lights like on our garage, for the outside that keep everything lit up.
Yeah,
Back, and even Jake goes, "You walked the back?" I said, "Hell yeah!" And I think she heard me say this. I said,
Mhm.
"Here's something." I go like this, go, "Hoss, if you're out there, you got about 3 seconds before I blow your fucking head off." I ain't afraid of shit except for spiders. I don't do spiders.
I
They're
love
creepy.
spiders.
Oh, they
Yeah.
creep me the hell out.
Listen.
Well, yes.
No,
We'll end it
because
on that
he
note, and
he
yeah,
whistled back at that thing at 3 in the morning, and it's just a dead field with horses, and we just heard the big ass whistle, and he whistles back. I'm like, it's 3:30 in the morning. What the fuck is
Well,
whistling to you,
no
bruh?
one's gonna drag them off. Like they said, like they were. I'd like to see someone try to drag me off. Good luck. You
right.
need three of them fucking skinwalkers to drag my fat ass off.
Oh, listen,
I
but
ain't
he
going
was
nowhere.
leaving, and I'm all by myself, and I hear growling at the front door. I have a shadow walking past my back
Yeah,
window. Things going, mommy from the knocking on the walls.
that's it. It's all fear.
Bitches.
It's what it.
Bitches.
Anything that's doing that, they're getting a rise out of you, and that they're going after you. I'm like,
Yeah,
please
not
come at
cool.
me.
The
Yeah,
whistle was new to me. I
that's
will
cool.
say, and that was fucking nuts.
It's not just me being brave either, man. I'll kick the shit out of a skinwalker. I ain't afraid of jack shit, you know? Except for
Yes.
Jen, because I'm sure she's a
No.
serial killer, and I'm
Be
very sure
afraid
she's
of your
going to
wife.
be.
Yes. Always afraid of your spouses. That's my
Yeah,
fear. My wife is pissed. Oh no. Skinwalker, please. Can I sleep with you tonight? Tuck me
hell
in.
yeah. Here's my thing. One day she's going to be tired of my bullshit. Like, I'm going to tell one bad joke too many, and then in the middle of the night, she's going to stab me. I know that's going to
Mm.
happen. Matter of fact, I told her one today, so we're going to wrap this one up with a joke. Now, number one, before I tell her any of these kind of jokes, I always lead in with something that is legit, because she sent me we're doing an episode on cryptids, and she sent me one called the cave cow. So I started talking about that because there's actually been sightings, and people think it's more than likely just a three-toed sloth, a giant three-toed sloth, a ground sloth in Central and South America. So I tell her about that. I go, by the way, did you hear the story about Hugh Hefner? She goes, no, this is what I read today. So apparently at Hugh Hefner's mansion, the property he had right behind it was a forest, and kept having these monks come in and kind of set up shop. And so he sent out bodyguards like fucking all the time, right? Run them off, they'd come back and keep doing their thing in this forest. So finally Hugh got sick and tired of this shit, and Hugh Hefner himself walked out there and he ran them off. They never came back. So that just proves that only Hugh can prevent forest fires.
You read.
She looked at me, she goes, Jesus Christ, Scott, really?
Tell me about the cave cows.
Let's talk more about cryptids and cave cows.
Let's see. I do want to say to my co-host, hope she comes back with a good report on
Yes.
where she's at. And I want to make this claim a moniker for the only two podcasts where we've talked to three inmates on the same episode.
Facts, man.
That is facts. Prove me wrong, other podcasters, if you talk to three people at random.
We got to do this every Friday. We're going to do the random call-in Friday, man. Get Sharon in on this. We're going to have a blast.
I'm telling you, Friday is hopping.
That's crazy.
This is actually a slow Friday.
Oh.
But no. I'm just saying it was fine enough. It was good enough. It's good enough.
I couldn't imagine more. I would like to know Brenda with an I story. We need her last name.
Yeah.
She gave everything so fast.
It was so fast, and I was just reeling. Anyways, yeah.
So I got Brenda.
You got to talk to your friend that knows her, that put her on, and
Yeah.
get her info, and then we can all reach out to her because I think that is an interesting story all in and of itself. It's fascinating.
Yeah. Sounds like she's had it
There's
rough.
a lot to go there. Well,
Okay.
I'm Jeff from Deadly Horizons.
I'm
Spelled
Scott
backwards.
from I almost said my company name, but because on my screen it has the company name. It says Twisted Blue LLC.
Yeah.
But from Sex, Love, and Serial Killers, and my gorgeous hot mama, Jen.
Thank
I
you.
might get, I might get lucky tonight. I'm crossing my fingers.
Does that work if you cross your fingers? Is that like a new banger? Well, test it out, Scott.
Now, thankfully, she's got baby hands because sometimes she gets a little too frisky, and it's sure. I sit there, and go, whoa,
We
wrong
like
hole,
the
baby.
wives when they have small hands, everything appears bigger in them. So
That's true, man. There's times I look at it and go, God damn, I should do porn.
that's
It's
almost like a
corn.
three-fister right there.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit. All right, boys and girls. It
Nice.
has been fun, man. We're going to do
Thank
this hopefully
you.
next week, too. That's
Good
awesome.
Lord.
Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate it, man.
Yes. Good
That
night.
was fun. Good night.
Night.